Or do I have to be naked, Billy? Do what you're told.
The Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get with this.
No! Say, man, you got the joint? No, not on you, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, you laugh.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 702.
Yeah.
Fuck it. No, it's live.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a repeat guest. And we have a new guest for the first time ever.
Hello.
So
What's going on, guys?
So we're familiar with Not for Human Consumption podcast, but you're from something else.
Correct. Something else. Thought Cops, Not for Human Consumption's younger stepsister podcast.
Yeah, it's our stepsister cast.
Yeah.
How are they as older stepsisters?
Are they abusive?
Because you're allowed to fuck. You're just allowed to fuck them now.
abusive. Yeah.
Oh, you get to smash?
Yeah, that's the new porn thing, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Onision was telling you about that when you drove to his house.
I searched for coronavirus porn today out of I was just wondering. There's so much of it. There's so much,
really?
so many people that are quarantined with masks and stuff. It's so ridiculous.
So just to get everyone straight, we have Matt up top. And then we have Grant on the bottom from Real Thought Cops on Twitter.
Yeah,
at Real Thought Cops on Twitter. The podcast is called Thought Cops.
Yes.
Which one initiates the sex?
Probably my podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, got any tips and tricks for the new apocalypse we're going through yet? Anybody?
It's not really that funny, but just collecting dog food for my own dog because people were buying the shit out of that in Phoenix. So I had to make sure I got 90 pounds of it.
Interesting.
Let's get the tip train rolling, people. Choo choo.
I didn't even see that.
It didn't pop up. I could hear it.
I don't know why it did that.
I could hear it. I hear tips. Just a tip. Thank you, Brian D. Boyd, for that 40 money. Choo choo.
Nice.
Choo choo. Yeah.
Hold on. It's up. I don't know why that didn't show, but.
Well, that was Brian D. Boyd, and he chooses you.
Thank you so much for choosing us.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if it. Yeah, there it is. I don't know.
There's that sweet boy.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's get the tip train rolling, people.
Sweet Boyd. So dog food is scarce right now.
My dog, I have an older dog that's 14 that eats a very special diet.
Yeah.
So I really hope that food doesn't get bought up.
Yeah, just collect a little bit of it. I'm not an asshole buying all the toilet paper and everything, but once I saw that the entire dog food aisle was wiped out, I just made sure to get some for him.
I mean, if you're buying it for your dog, if you're buying a whole ton of it to sell it at a higher price to desperate people later, that's a problem.
Is that a problem?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we pausing capitalism for the end of the world?
Yeah, they're giving out $1,000 checks to everybody.
I wonder if I'm going to get one.
I think every adult is going to get one.
I better get one.
Everybody that makes under 100K is supposed to get 1,200.
Okay.
Something like that's the last thing I read.
Everybody says I'm part of everybody. That makes me feel good. A lot of times I get left out. And they say, "Oh, Billy, you don't deserve anything." And I'm like, "I know I don't deserve it, but I want it." And then they tell me, "Well, you can't have it." And they slap my hand when I reach for it. That's how government works for me.
Sucks, man.
Yeah.
It's not fair. Sucks.
That's why I wanted Bernie to be president, because I feel like he's got a limp wrist, and if he slaps my hand, it won't hurt as bad.
Hey, Joe Biden might have the coronavirus right now. Nobody's heard from him for days, so
Really?
It might still happen.
They think Mike Pence might have it, or at least his wife might have it. Yeah, we're gonna cover that too in a second here.
Maybe they could pray it away.
I like Bernie and everything, but it was kind of it was funny to watch him hit the punching bag and have it come back and hit him in the face.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Oh." Like that?
Yeah. Like a Mortal Kombat character.
Yes. Yes.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Bernie's funny.
Yeah, when they get hit by Scorpion's spear, they do that. Like.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Has anybody played the new Animal Crossing yet?
I bought it last night because I was either going to buy Doom or the new Doom or that, and something about the bright colors in an apocalypse might be needed.
I would have pegged you for the Doom Eternal type.
I just beat the other one again, so gotta move on. But Animal Crossing's bright colors might be needed.
Yeah,
it's a little dark.
I was thinking about picking it up because all the people I see watch it seem to have so much fun playing it. But I have no idea what it's like. Is it like Grand Theft Auto for toddlers? What is it?
I haven't honestly played it since the one came out on the Nintendo DS way back when. But you're just like kind of town building and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw someone go. Fun. I saw someone like they were like shaking a tree, they were like jerking a tree off, and it popped a little wood out. And I was like, that's cool. I like shaking trees. I could do that.
Yeah, the last one, since I haven't started this new one, you jerk the trees off to come apples. So
hell yeah.
Everyone, if you're watching right now, please like the stream. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. We're going to get into the news segment and do a little bit of shilling later. Just quick reminder, this is our Saturday bonus show. The reason we do 3 shows a week is because we met our goal last week. And if you help us meet it tonight, which we got kind of an uphill battle, but we have a streak that's been going on for like a year and 1 quarter now, where we've never not met the goal. But so please help us tonight. Throw us $2, throw us $10, whatever you've got. Help us reach the goal before the end of the stream.
And I will tell you guys before we go into the news segment, there were some close moments last night on ActualMania.
Very close.
Gail and Alex Jones went head to head, and there was a moment where it looked like Gail was going to take her first L ever in ActualMania.
She was behind. She was losing by like 2%.
And what did she do? She made a video responding to Alex Jones. Alex clones. And that put her over the top. Gail is still your ActualMania heavyweight champion.
That is true. Yeah. And we'll recap the rest of that a little later because there were a lot of other matches that occurred, but that was the only close. Well, no, you know what? You won the Cringerweight title last night from Egghead. You are more cringy than Egghead, says the voters.
It was very close. Very close. With over 100, there was like 110 votes, and it was like 48 to 52%. Very close.
Oh, you know what? I have that Alex Jones promo here. This is
we should probably
Alex
watch it.
Jones's clone addressing
you have
Gail.
the Gail response to it?
Should I? Well, I should play that. Well,
because she played it in one clip on her video, right?
Is that what I should do?
I think so. Yeah. Because
Okay,
Gail's response was so flaming fire. While you do that, I will say this:
bats.
Everybody download that Brave browser.
Link in the description. Download it on all of your devices, all of them.
And if you are using Brave browser, as you should be, to watch the show every freaking episode, you're accruing all these bats, and you can give them to us, and it makes us super rich. The Batman, not Bat Soup. Not Bat Soup, Batman.
You probably just got a grant of bets, check and see and send them to us, please. Please. All right.
But if we meet tonight's goal next Saturday, Egghead will get his rematch.
Next Saturday,
we will give Egghead his rematch for the Cringerweight title.
Live free.
For free next Saturday night. If we can hit that goal. And then if he
what
get
the
his
fuck
rematch,
our guests are like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Oh yeah, it's jargon.
I'm following in my own sort of.
We've got top-notch jargon.
Yeah, I'm gonna download this before we move into the normal show format. I'm just getting the video right now. Wow. People do like the Brave browser though. Like at first people were bitching like, is this a virus? Like,
oh no.
Anytime you start to shill something, people will find anything negative they can find about it. But now people realize it's better than Chrome easily.
It's better than Chrome.
And it remonetizes YouTube. Anyway, here's
remonetizes.
Yes. Yeah, because simply by using the browser, Brave runs very small, non-invasive ads in the lower right corner of your screen. You'll barely notice them. They're that small. And over time, the more each viewer uses the browser, they accrue this cryptocurrency. And then each month you cash out the cryptocurrency. And I mean, it's made a huge difference for this show.
That's awesome.
I mean, it pays. It's legit. And when there's an upturn in the crypto market, sometimes we'll make 2, 3, or 4 times as much as we normally would in a down month from it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it blocks ads and does all this cool stuff that you want out of a browser.
It basically does everything you want out of a browser. It even searches for things that you didn't know you wanted to search for. Like it'll just be like, hey, puppies with tits. And you're like, that sounds cute.
Thank God.
I would never search for that before. Yeah, I would never think to search for that.
Citizens of Earth, this is ActualMania champion Empress Gail Cord Schuler, using our computer satellite technology to jam the signal of this broadcast to bring you this important announcement. Lori McBride has kidnapped Alex Jones and replaced him with
Wasn't there the clip at the end that she responded to the Alex Jones clip at? So you don't want to start there, yeah.
Well, I should play the Alex Jones clip
Wasn't
first.
the clip on there, though?
Hold on. Leave the show running to me.
It's right there.
Leave the show running to me.
If I let the show run into you...
Well, listen here, Gail Cord Schuler, you gotta tell me that I'm a clone of a clone of a clone? Well, you're a clone of a cunt. God damn it, I got male vitality. I got bone broth. And I'm gonna shove it down your throat when we go toe-to-toe in ActualMania 6. Dirty bitch.
As you can see, this is a picture of the real Alex Jones that was taken in the summer of 2018. And it sure is a big difference from that crazy clone.
Holy shit.
If anything, this video should be proof that cloning technology does exist. I mean, it's just like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This Alex Jones, who was holding my picture up here, is
with
totally different from that clone. From that clone that I just showed you.
She really was on Daniel Tosh, too. That's the hilarious part.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Gail, man.
So
That's our
what
champion.
did I just see? What was that?
Okay. Wow. How much time do we have? It's like the deepest internet rabbit hole ever.
Yeah.
It even precedes the creation of the internet. This woman has been stalking. I mean, this woman is the bride of Brent Spiner.
Yeah.
From Star Trek: The Next Generation. Totally not stalking him. Totally didn't get a restraining order against her.
No,
that's her. I've never seen her. I've only read about her. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, that's Gail Cord Schuler. She's and so like once a month we do this thing for our patrons called ActualMania, and it's like a mock-up of a wrestling pay-per-view, and we make these matches from characters on our show and put them against each other, and then we let the people vote on who we think is going to win.
Awesome.
And we did one last night, and Gail's been our champion for a little while, or like 2 months now, right? But she's undefeated.
Yeah.
And last night our card was pretty great. In the undercard we had Goose Wayne, who's some guy that thinks he's Batman that was on Dr. Phil, versus the Santa Cruz Joker. Who won that one?
Santa Cruz Joker.
Santa Cruz Joker won that one. All right. And then we had Lil Lunchbox versus Tila Tequila. Tila Tequila swept that easily.
She took that one home.
Then we had the defending Cringerweight champion Egghead versus Billy the Fridge.
Look, if you want them to know what Gel is all about, just play the movie trailer followed by the Chump Out video. Congratulations to Billy on becoming the Cringerweight champion of the world.
Yeah, Billy captured the Cringerweight. And Egghead was a gracious loser and congratulated you. And then after that, we had JF, Dr. Jean-Francois Gariepi, and his life partner, Mama JF, versus Revelation News and Shanny for Christ. JF and Mama JF won. Oh, this was a big one. We had
a grudge match.
We had Maddox versus Dick Masterson against each other. Dick Masterson won by like 80%.
Yeah, it was a good thing. It was a good thing.
And then Gail Cord Schuler versus Alex Jones. That was the card last night. And Gail, I don't know if anyone can beat Gail.
It was close there for a second.
But then everyone was like, play a different Gail video. They wanted me to play a video where Gail talks about how Brent Spiner was hypnotized and raped the cat that played Spot on Star Trek The Next Generation.
Oh, no.
But I didn't. But before that, I noticed she posted a new video, and it was that video that we just watched now. And everyone changed their votes. And she won by a landslide.
Yeah, Gail is in it now. Like before she was part of it, but now she's actually in it. She's focusing her attentions on ActualMania.
I'm glad.
How can you beat that?
You can't.
How could you beat
told
that?
From your chat she's a juggernaut, so
she is. You know what? I won't play the chimp out video.
That's not happening.
But I will play the movie trailer. I know a lot of you guys have seen this so many times, but I want to show it to our guests so they kind of get an idea what she's all about. Let's see.
I'm way into this. I gotta learn more.
It's crazy.
I've watched this trailer multiple times, and it still gets me. Like all the
still hits.
It still hits.
So basically, the movie is called the Brent Spiner's Rape, and it's a movie about Brent Spiner being raped.
Yeah.
And by the way, I tweeted both her and Brent Spiner in the same tweet, and Brent Spiner blocked me like immediately. So he's really freaked out by her.
Yeah.
But Gail plays every character in the movie, which makes it. You'd think it would be kind of confusing, but we watched the whole thing, and it wasn't really that confusing. All right, here it is. Here it is.
Thanks. Cheers to a fistful of datas. What a long day wore out.
Oh, they're spiking the drink.
In a world where drug rape and Jesuit conspiracy run rampant, a man on a mission for the woman he loves
My angel
is raped.
Jesus Christ.
Director Gail Cord Schuler. With producer Gail Cord Schuler.
But she managed to ride up and down all 18 inches of my erect penis.
A Gabrielle Hanna film. Steven Spielberg raves it's the most impressive expose of Brent Spiner's rape ever made.
She got the big strap on right here. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Spider's rape.
No! Don't drink the Jesus juice, Macaulay Culkin! You're going to get raped! You're going to get raped!
Coming fall of 2012. Blood and feces splatter everywhere.
Oh, dude.
Look at Walmart's phone number. This is my type.
I don't know if we should even speak about future booking for ActualMania 7 right now without talking to each other in private. But
the fucking Walmart logo's killing me.
She used to work at Walmart.
Would it be wrong to put Gail up against Jesuit clone Brent Spiner?
I mean, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we got.
I love how it's casting by Jesus Christ and editor Brent Spiner.
So Spiner blocked you right away.
Yes.
The Jesuit clone Spiner.
There's a video of someone at a con doing a Q&A and someone asking him about her, and you can see the look on his face like immediately change.
Oh,
and then Marina Sirtis, the woman that played Counselor Troy, goes, "I'm calling the FBI." She said that like immediately. So they know about her. She used to send weird shit to Paramount Studios back in the day when they were shooting Star Trek.
Oh man, he's typically a pretty good sport. I had a full conversation with him on Twitter about if Data comes. Because he's fully functional.
Does he?
And that's yes. There's an episode. It's like the second or third episode where something happens to the ship and they all get kind of drunk, except for Data. But everyone gets like really horny, and Data has sex with the blonde woman
with Yar, Tasha
Yar.
Yeah,
Tasha
I had
Yar.
a full conversation if Data comes like inert fluid or something, and I'm still not blocked.
Yep. Yeah, and he's cool. He's just freaked out by Gail. There's a friend of ours that we've had on the show, Jeff Holiday. He sent a book to Gail to have her sign it, and she sent it back to him. And then he was going to go to a convention that Brent Spiner was at, and he asked him on Twitter if he would sign it, and he was like, "No way, I'll have you thrown out of the convention." Gail is a sick woman.
Donate $1 or $2 if you can spare. Let's meet the goal.
Thank you.
With the goal.
Keep the streak alive. All right, back to the normal show. We just had to recap. Some of the lore is so deep. It's like we have to do that. Normally we pull up the Gale commandments too, but I would just say there's your homework for tonight.
The Gale commandments.
Oh, it gets so deep, but we can't keep going through it.
Yeah.
This trailer, I feel like we're allowed to play once every month.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
He called me sir. It got me so fuming angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
I have allergies and everyone thinks I have coronavirus, but I'm like this every spring.
Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, and if you send in Streamlabs and they're not $20 or above, we'll read them after this segment. All right, so this is great. This is, you know how a lot of these city council meetings are live on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is a clip from some city council in Florida where they're arguing about coronavirus, and it gets heated. It gets pretty heated.
Oh, no.
Here it is.
Can we do better? There's always things that pop up that we can do better on, and I call the question.
I'm sorry. That's not how this works. We each have an opportunity to speak 5 minutes.
I thought we did.
Yeah, the question's been
I'm
called.
No, I'm sorry. And that's not how calling the question works. You need a second and you need to vote on it.
Then I have a second for calling
so
the question.
are you telling me that you're going to keep me from talking right now?
You've talked all evening.
Look here. You're calling me disrespectful because I've interrupted people, but this gentleman has turned off people's lights in the middle of a global health pandemic. That's what that gentleman did.
Point of order.
And you think I'm disrespectful for interrupting?
Everybody shut the black man up, please. Can we shut up the black man?
Uppity offity.
He's mad about us turning off people's power during a global pandemic. What a piece of shit.
God damn.
Can we make this an all-white council again, please? Shut him up. Get him out of here. It's like, what?
Point of order.
This gentleman has had the ability to do any number of things. We could have banned large gatherings. We could have closed the beach. We could have put a moratorium on utility shutoffs.
I recessed.
So, yeah, all he's saying is that don't turn off people's utilities right now. Not everyone can go to work, and close the fucking beach and keep all these dumb spring break kids off the beach to spread more shit.
Yeah, that passed here. We can all evictions stopped. All fucking.
So not within your.
Go ahead.
Power's all good. They're not going to shut off our power here in Phoenix. We're good on that stuff, but Florida's way behind on this whole curve.
Florida's way behind on everything.
Yeah.
Power, and the attorney has held that that's true.
Didn't Bugs Bunny one time take a saw to the panhandle of Florida and let it sink into
at
the
the
water?
beginning of the meeting, and then you didn't even want to follow the rules that you came up with.
And you took advantage.
This is a banana republic, is what you're turning this place into with your so-called leadership.
Does a recess mean that we will be...
Yes.
This is a banana republic, is what you're turning this place into, and what we need is an Orange Julius.
Well, I guess he wanted to speak on this, on them not taking this action.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, oh, no, close the question.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be allowed to have a retort, right?
Yeah,
there.
he should have a retort.
Yeah.
He's going to get his retort. They're live, right? Is he gonna make a scene? This gets all over the internet? Because
I
that's
don't
what
care anything
that's
about
what
it.
I'm hoping happens.
I don't care anything about this. We should have been talking about this last week.
Can we?
We cut off people's utilities this week and made them pay what could have been their last check to us to turn their lights on in a global health pandemic. But you don't care about that, and you didn't want to meet. But every other year, you go around and beg people for their votes.
Can we?
She's like, hey, shut up. You're ruining this for me.
I'm a fan of this guy.
I'm surprised she didn't call 911 on him.
like Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You care more about your relationship with that guy than you care about the relationship with the people who don't go to work in this building.
Order, you were done. You were done.
Oh.
You're done. Disrespect.
It's disrespectful is what you've done to the working people in the city.
I didn't do anything.
You failed to act.
I didn't do anything.
When you're a leader, you failed to act. You said you didn't do anything. You failed to act. When you had an opportunity.
Party for State House.
I don't care anything about that. I think anybody cares.
Does a recess mean that we can reconvene
Yeah,
tonight?
I like how the guy's like, all right, what's a recess? Can I grab a bite?
Holy shit.
Is that in 5 minutes or?
It's when the chair comes back.
Did he leave?
Dude, if he would have went there and just
Is that it?
cold cocked
Damn
that
it.
guy at the podium, that would have been a good end of that video.
Damn it! I wanted
should
more.
have.
Wanted more.
Yeah, I wanted him to give her like a rock bottom through the fucking commissioner's desk.
Yeah, he should have filibustered it. He should have just kept going. Just I got the floor right now. She left, right? Just keep fucking going. Why not?
The only way he could have ruined that is if he would have grabbed the mic and started cringe rapping. Everything was so perfect. He's everybody's hero.
Oh,
He's
man.
speaking for. He should like some of the message we just got. Him 2020 to 2024. Yeah, run off this dude.
Yeah, he'll probably go far in the future because of this video. So that's
It says
that's good
here,
for Florida.
Lake Worth Beach Commissioner says he lost his cool but stands by comments
Oh
on
man,
city's
you
handling
found
of
some
COVID.
cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was hella cool.
He's like,
Cool
oh, hey,
acquired.
you're fucking everybody over now, but you'll be asking for their votes pretty soon. She's like, shut up.
Yeah. He's like, he's run up against her. Take her job. Work his way up.
Woo.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, they can't be turning people's fucking lights off right now, man. Can't.
No, they can't turn lights off here, or they can't evict for a while. I've heard.
I think it's the same thing here.
I have a friend in Las Vegas who like rents week to week. I wonder about people who are like in hotels right now and can't afford to like continue the hotel.
Oh fuck! I didn't think about that.
Because there's a lot of people that don't have.
Some hotels are taking in like homeless people and stuff like that. I don't know which ones, probably not good ones, but
Motel 6.
We have a ton of homeless people in Seattle. Like, it's insane.
That could spread real bad for you guys up there with the homeless problem like that too, because they all congregate with the tent city style.
Oh
shit.
yeah, we have those here and there. We have homeless encampments, and then we also have what they call tiny villages, which is just a bunch of homeless people living in tool sheds. It's like a step up from living in a tent, basically, because you have electricity and an address, and that kind of stuff.
I gave a cool guy named Oscar today $2. He had like a rock and roll homeless look. He looked like one of the rock and roll homeless. I liked him.
So, looks like YouTube and Amazon Prime are going to follow step with Netflix, and they're going to drop the streaming quality on their platforms in Europe.
Well, I think that's smart if they're going to cut like the 4K option off for a while.
Let's see.
If that's what they're talking about. YouTube
You gotta
and Amazon
pay for
Prime,
that though.
The 4K? Well, I think YouTube gives 4K away for free, right? I know
Yeah,
Amazon has
they
4K
do.
as part of the Prime option.
I think it's $5 more on Netflix to go 4K. So if they
Yeah.
give everybody's money back, that'd help.
They probably will. YouTube and Amazon Prime are joining Netflix in reducing their platform streaming quality in order to deal with the onslaught of internet traffic as millions of people are spending more time online and at home during the coronavirus outbreak. Both video services said Friday they had agreed to switch their stream default to a lower standard definition quality by default, Reuters first reported. The move follows a request by European Union Commissioner Thierry Brighton that streaming platforms reduce their traffic in order to accommodate the increase of internet use worldwide. This move to reduce streaming quality is only in effect for 30 days and covers the European Union and United Kingdom, which is leaving the EU soon. That's what they say! High-definition streams require more bandwidth, so setting user streams to standard definition by default.
So they're getting 480. Is I right? Because that's the one that's right below 720, which is the lowest form of HD.
Yeah, standard's 480, 480p.
Yep. Wow. Wow.
It's so small.
Yep.
Oh no.
We're in a fucking apocalypse.
They're only doing it for Europe though.
Yeah, because they might work it over here. They might make it happen here too. It's
Dude,
the
my
damn
Netflix is
apocalypse.
getting crushed.
If
My
your
Netflix
biggest
is
gripe
getting crushed right now.
is your Netflix coming through though? Like
it's coming through, but it gets pixelated as fuck for like 5 minutes at a time.
Damn.
Mine seems to work just fine. It's about time that fucking Europe got worse internet than us, though. You know, kind of depressing that they have such better internet than us.
The announcements come a day after Netflix said it would adjust its streaming resolution to reduce internet traffic. People are coming to YouTube to find authoritative news, learning content, and making connections during these uncertain times, YouTube said in a statement. We are in ongoing conversations with the regulators, including Ofcom, governments. Ofcom.
Okay.
Governments and network operators all over Europe and are making a commitment to temporarily default all traffic in the UK and the EU to standard definition. We will continue our work to minimize stress on the system while also delivering a good user experience. The demand for internet access has spiked in recent weeks as an increasing amount of people are spending time at home and in isolation to prevent the spread of coronavirus, the COVID-19 disease. Millions have been ordered to work from home as cities have started to place residents on lockdown and others take steps to flatten the curve and prevent coronavirus's escalation. Telecom companies and internet providers have already started to prepare for the onslaught of internet usage from people spending time at home when they're normally at work and school. A major cloud provider, Akami, recently said it had been 50% more traffic than usual this year. Video can account for nearly 70% of network traffic, according to analysts. So the hope is the reduction in streaming quality will help to free up networks so others can avoid issues with accessing the internet.
I keep seeing people in the fan chat being like, I can't live below 720.
Yeah, if we live in a 360p world, I'll be honest with you, I'm just going to start reading books.
That's PlayStation 2 era fucking definition, man.
You almost said that as if it was a threat. Like, I swear I'm about to start reading books.
Hell yeah, dude. Don't make me do it. Don't make
I
me
might
pick
get
up a
smart
book.
on your ass.
Don't make me pick up a book, motherfucker. Don't make me do it.
Oh.
I downloaded some survival guides off the internet. Give me a reason to read those. Give me a reason. Another major streaming service, Disney Plus, is planned to launch in several European countries on March 24th. However, Disney has not yet said whether it will also reduce its streaming quality.
Fucking.
It's unclear how effective the 30-day reduction in quality will be and whether that time period could be extended further. Yeah. I say
Disney
reduce.
Plus was so broken when it came out anyway, man. They're fucked.
I can't believe they didn't have more than like The Mandalorian to follow up with.
Yeah, I thought there was supposed to be a Kenobi series.
Netflix,
I think
HBO,
they canceled
Hulu.
all that shit because Star Wars had been doing so poorly. Maybe The Mandalorian
canceled it. They should have had all types of stuff to unroll on us.
I'm afraid to even talk about
Yeah.
Star Wars right now because Billy will defend all of the new Star Wars movies because he actually likes them. And
Really?
it's like, it's like a contrarian shit show every time.
contrarian shit show?
Yeah.
Ben's a
Yeah.
liar. I like The Last Jedi.
And you claimed that Rise of Skywalker would have been the best Star Wars movie ever had they followed your plan.
Oh yeah,
for what it was going to be.
Everybody would have loved the trilogy if they would have followed my plan.
Billy spends about 3 hours a day looking at himself in the mirror.
I do.
Yeah.
It's the best content.
They
And
should
you
have
know what?
hired you.
You know what? You don't have to lower the mirror to 480p in this time of crisis.
Yeah, it's HD all the time.
Yep.
I'm
Yes.
also a fan of The Last Jedi, by the way. That's the best of the trilogy, in
Thank
my
you.
opinion.
Yeah.
Of the newer trilogy, right?
Yeah. No, of all trilogies ever, of course, the newer trilogy.
No, I think you said that it was the best Star Wars movie, right?
It was the best movie out of Star Wars. It wasn't the best Star
you're
Wars
doing the
movie.
Monday Matt thing.
The filmmaking on it is pretty fucking awesome. If you watch it, especially if you watch some of the behind the scenes, how they made the shit, it's pretty cool. I'll say it. Everybody starts dump hate on it. I like
Ryan Johnson is a filmmaker.
Disney Plus had its issues. I'll tell you what, the one thing I didn't know that was going to be included in it is all the Nat Geo stuff, and I love nature documentaries, so that's cool for me. And they have the entire X-Men animated series from the 90s, which I loved when I was a kid. So that's cool. But you know what's worse? And I had to buy this because I wanted to watch Star Trek Picard. The CBS All Access website is shit.
Is it?
Oh,
yes. Yes. You know what? You know how like when you're watching something and you have autoplay on and it's full screen, it'll just go to the next video. The CBS website minimizes the screen after each episode's done. You have to click it.
You should get
to make-
CBS through Amazon.
That broke
Amazon
for me,
Prime?
actually.
I mean, it's basically the same thing, right?
Well, you get to use Amazon Prime's layout instead of CBS.
Yeah, I might want to switch.
That
worth
broke
it.
for me. I was watching Star Trek Discovery, which is free on Amazon Prime, and then I went to go to season 2, and it was telling me to buy the season instead of watch it, even though I paid for CBS access through it.
Really?
Yeah, and so I called them, and they answered right away. So there's nobody using CBS fucking All Access, and they told me to uninstall that, cancel it in there, and then get their own app, and then that own app worked better on Roku at least.
Yeah, the CBS app works fine on like a console, like on my Xbox, but on a PC, it's trash. And it's hard to
trash?
search for things. Another show that I'm addicted to that used to be on Amazon, but they moved it to CBS, is Frasier. I don't know why. Frasier is like my sleepy time show. I fall asleep to the utter
I would do the
pretentiousness
same thing, yeah.
the pretentiousness of Frasier and Niles. I don't know. It's so soothing.
I took a really nice nap today to Burt Kreischer's new comedy stand-up special on Netflix.
This is something really interesting, and actually, I saw today that there's this YouTuber named Camelot, and he made a name for himself exposing all the bullshit that he went through working for GameStop and what a toxic place it is working there. And he's gotten so popular that now people that still work for GameStop that are fed up with how they treat their employees are leaking information to him, and they actually snuck him into a conference call where a bunch of employees were like, hey, why are we still open right now when only like medical places and the police and, you know, hospitals and all that,
Grocery stores and stuff.
yeah, essential places.
Yeah.
And they got such bullshit corporate answers fed back to them.
Oh no!
What were some of them?
I mean, it's all like, oh yeah, we actually thought about that, and you know that's a good suggestion, but you might get this disease from a gas pump. You don't know. You could get it anywhere. So
True.
Fuck you, dude. I'm so. He always finds a way to be like, yeah, that's right. This totally wrong thing. Yeah, that's cool and right. But yeah, it's up there. And actually, GameStop has tried to flag his video down a bunch of times too.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. One of their main questions was like, do we have to accept trade-ins? Because how do we know they didn't like cough all over a controller and then sell it to us?
Yeah,
and they're
people
like,
are
yeah,
assholes and they'll lick the inside of a case and shit, man.
Right.
They should turn off trade-ins right now. Like
They're not doing anything different. Literally
come
nothing
on,
different.
GameStop.
Nothing different.
Well, and what a lot of these companies are doing is like they're hoping that because of bad workplace conditions that you quit, because if you quit voluntarily, you can't apply for unemployment.
Yeah, they either do that or they put you in a situation where it's impossible to meet their performance standards. And then they go, oh, well, they were underperforming.
Yeah.
They'll do that too.
Yeah. The struggling video game retail chain GameStop told all of its stores this afternoon to stay open, even in the event of a state or city lockdowns, to protect against the COVID-19 pandemic, emphasizing that it is essential retail alongside groceries and pharmacies and should therefore be exempt from enforced closures.
Most video games are bought through the internet, digital download. I don't need... It's not essential that if one of my PlayStation controllers breaks, I need to go to the GameStop and get it right away. But I'd probably just order it on Amazon anyway.
Yeah, or Target has it, or Walmart, or whatever.
Due to the products we carry that enable and enhance our customers' experience in working from home, we believe GameStop is classified as essential retail and therefore is able to remain open during this time, the retailer said in a memo to staff this afternoon obtained by Kotaku.
I say boycott them. I mean, hardly anyone's shopping there anyway, because when you go in there, they're trying to sell you credit cards and they're trying to sell you used, refurbished shit instead of new shit to make more money. They're so desperate to make money, they fuck their customers and their employees horribly all the time. So I say just stop going to GameStop for the rest of your lives, everyone. There's no need to go there. They don't have anything that we need to go there for. You can be the biggest gamer on earth. You don't need to go there at all.
Hey man, it's a fucking pandemic right now, and everybody really needs to get those Funko Pops and Super Mario socks.
Fuck that! Bring back Babbages already.
Yeah, Babbages. I fucking loved Babbages. Goddammit.
What was the other one? Funko Land or something like that?
I don't know.
Electronics Boutique, which wasn't that GameStop before? I don't remember.
When I lived in Ohio, it was when I was a kid. It was called Babbages. It was at the mall, and it was kind of like GameStop, only not as shitty. And they treated their employees better.
Never heard of that. Yeah. I remember KB Toy Store when I was a kid. I swear they had video games there, but they also had stuff.
They sold video games. They were like a mini version of Toys R Us, basically.
Yeah.
They had all the same shit, but it was smaller.
Yeah.
Well, I've unintentionally boycotted GameStop for the past 3 years, but the last times I went in there before that break or whatever, all of them kind of smell a little bit like feet and taint to me. It's the worst.
I mean, that guy
stink.
Camelot.
They're dirty as fuck.
That guy Camelot, he's leaked that they would target people who obviously didn't speak English as a first language and trick them into signing up for these fucking credit cards all the time.
Oh no,
that's cool.
Yeah,
gamers.
I went to the GameStop by my Chipotle at Northgate Mall for every time I go get Chipotle, I'd walk in there and do a fart and just walk around and look at stuff, and I'd never buy anything. But they closed that down recently. They closed down the whole mall, except my Chipotle is still open. But I don't want to go to Chipotle anymore because you can't sit down inside of it and eat.
Someone, Travis Thompson in the chat just brought up EB Games. I remember those two. I think GameStop bought all those out in the U.S.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, fuck.
We have received reports of local authorities visiting stores in an attempt to enforce closure despite our classification. Store managers are approved to provide the document linked below to law enforcement as needed. The document in question encourages police officers to call GameStop's corporate headquarters if they have a problem with this policy. The retailer said later this afternoon that it would be reducing hours, postponing all events, and suspending used game trade-ins until March 29th. So they are changing.
We'll see about that. I mean, that's probably because of that leaked call.
Yeah.
GameStop is not essential. First of all, video games aren't essential. Like, I mean, if we're being real, but
yeah,
I can do everything I need video game related without having to go to a GameStop, without even leaving. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I got Animal Crossing last night at 4 a.m. after our podcast, all drunk. I was like, oh, back and bad.
Let's go to this one. Billy sent me this one, which I'm not, I'm surprised this magazine lasted that long. Magazines have been dying for the last 20 years anyway.
I thought they went online for a while, but they're even closing that, right?
Are they? Are they closing the whole company? I mean,
thought.
Hef's been dead for a few years, right? And it's just, I mean, nobody. It's a part of Americana, you know what I mean? It's part of, it was part of the whole freedom of speech at one point too. Like, what can you put in a magazine? So I get that, and it's like part of history, but it's whatever. I don't care. Like, no one looks at Playboy anymore, right?
When I was like 6, my parents switched bedrooms with me because my bedroom had a glass slider door, and they were afraid that I would like leave in the middle of the night out the back door. But they didn't have room to move this table stand into my dad's new place, so I kept it. And I opened up one day, and it was full of Playboy magazines, just in my bedroom as like a 7, 8-year-old, 9-year-old kid. So I was effectively sitting on like a treasure, right? But then kids would come over and they'd see it, and they'd start masturbating in my room. It got really weird. So it was kind of like a curse and a gift. But Playboy's always been a big part of my life because of that. Now that they're gone, I want to do a cry, like a cry fap. That'd be pretty sweet. Playboy
Are you
magazine,
advocating a bailout for Playboy right now?
I mean,
no, he's not doing
We
that.
don't need that. Yeah, we don't need that.
He finds a way, no matter what we're talking about, to like make a story about himself every time.
Well, I could tell stories about other people, but I don't know as many.
I have a code term that I'm going to do every time you do that.
Okay, is it called "I like to eat food in New Mexico" or what's it called?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
The light on. Okay. Yes, that's what I'll say. That's clever.
We all have stories we tell about ourselves. For some reason, you only call mine out. I don't know. We all do that. You're like, I used to see the cast of Breaking Bad at the Green Cilantro rest stop, and I'm like,
Green Cilantro.
Well, I don't remember your stories. They're yours. You tell them.
All right.
I'm just saying.
We'll see who does it more.
Okay. I talk a lot. We're skipping over that entire article. R.I.P. Playboy.
All right.
Playboy has announced that it's closing down its flagship magazine for the rest of 2020. Okay. It seems unlikely given the wording of the announcement and the state of print magazine making that it will ever return. It's not a surprise exactly. Its circulation and advertising drooped long ago, accelerating as the nudie pictures for which it was celebrated became available everywhere for free. Hugh Marston Hefner, its founder, editor, latter-day reality show star, loungewear enthusiast, died in 2017, and his fated empire contracted around him. And one got the sense that the magazine was kept going partly because nobody wanted Hef to outlive it. Hard to imagine it now, but Playboy once felt forward-thinking and modern. Founded in 1953, it was a significant force in the loosening of anti-obscenity laws regarding the press. By the early 1960s, it was a huge success, soon expanding to open its namesake clubs all over the world. It also moved into TV with Playboy's Penthouse, later Playboy After Dark, a late-night talk show of sorts starring Hefner and an array of celebrity guests. The magazine peaked in the early 1970s at a circulation breathtaking to see now of 5.6 million copies a month.
Didn't people try to Me Too Hefner after he died? They're like, oh, he was abusive. Didn't want to, like, one of the members of his harem say that?
Maybe. I don't know. People were like, he dead. What are we going to do? Slap his corpse on the wrist?
Slap his corpse around? Oh,
Yeah.
no. I'm Googling that.
Here's what we'll do. We'll pull Hefner's corpse out of the ground, and we'll let anybody take turns defiling it. Is that fair? No, we won't.
That is fair. I think that's fair. Fuck it. Wait, he's not using it. Who cares?
Yeah. The magazine's licensing operation since then has put the signature rabbit logo on cocktail glasses, clothes, car accessories, and far more. Plus, of course, online porn.
Yeah, and like, what are spring breakers gonna get tattooed on themselves after this is done? You know, like, how many 20-something college girls have a Playboy tattoo?
Yeah. I can't wait till they're like in their 60s and it looks like a fucking aardvark.
That's ridiculous.
There's a whole lot of stuff here. I don't know if we need to read this entire article, right? It's just
You said you were going to start reading.
It's a moratorium.
I love this. Look at this.
Oh,
I've thought about this so many times. God damn it!
Drone walks dog for man on coronavirus lockdown in Cyprus. Can't dogs get coronavirus?
No,
I don't believe
no,
so.
They can.
They can.
No,
I
read that you couldn't recently.
I heard that some guy's dog got coronavirus. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that was a gregarious lie.
I believe I heard the same thing, but I couldn't tell you where I've heard that from.
That's
so
why
maybe I'm wrong.
It's likely not true.
Yeah,
but
maybe
let's
Dog
see.
the Bounty Hunter got coronavirus.
All right, so I just I googled this and it says common questions.
So there's no evidence that companion animals, pets such as dogs or cats, can be infected with the
I thought a
virus.
dog died from it.
I guess we must have heard
there
some
was
bullshit.
that Chinese guy that beat one to death because of it.
Well, that's
Dude, Chinese people are really bad to dogs. They have like this festival where
Yeah.
they beat dogs and eat them and stuff. Yeah, I can't deal with that at all.
I can't
would
deal with
fucking
that
go-
either, man.
Yeah, I would go crazy.
Ugh. I hate that shit.
Yeah, I would like personally want to go to war with China if I had to witness that.
I feel we already should have about that.
Guys, we can't call it the Kung Flu. That's
it's from China.
Stop
This
it.
is a
Stop
cute
it,
little
Trump.
dog too. Like,
Yeah, I feel like that drone's about to take the dog and fly it home.
it says this is in Cyprus too. Maybe this is Elkie David's dog.
Alkie's
my
in
dog's
Malibu
not-
right now.
My dog's 94 pounds. There's no fucking way a drone would do anything with him.
The pup was quite happy with its drone dog walker. Talk about the tail wagging the dog. One resourceful man in Cyprus used a drone to walk his dog while on lockdown due to the coronavirus pandemic. Vakis Dimitro shared the video Wednesday and captioned it, 5th day quarantine, while encouraging people to stay home, but also remember to care for their furry friends. The pooch itself appeared quite happy trotting through the empty streets of Limassol on Cyprus's southeastern coast.
Once AI takes over,
Yeah, okay.
dogs are going to switch their allegiance immediately from humans to robots.
Bullshit.
It's only a matter of time.
Bullshit.
I love how
seen,
happy it looks.
Have you seen the way a robot pets?
They're going to get better at it.
Oh, they better have a nice warm stroke. They better be able to feed a little treat and then pat the head right after. I got it
gonna
down to
happen.
art, dude. I can make my dog roll over and ejaculate in one flail swoop.
Do you ever? Do you ever?
Great.
Do you ever get the spot, like the spot where you pet your dog that makes them like involuntarily move their leg?
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, once I find that spot, that dog is going to start crushing walnuts for me under his foot. He's going so hard every time. I love
I
it.
could bridge the gap between those two stories of Hugh Hefner and the dogs. Allegedly, Hefner sodomized this chick and attempted to make her have sex with the dog after he drugged her.
Allegedly?
Oh, yeah.
After he drugged her?
Yep.
Was Bill Cosby
That's from-
there too?
That's from Vice.com. So
Really?
Yep.
Maybe we should dig up his body. Feed it to the
There's
dogs.
not much of it left. He's been dead for years
Is
now.
he gonna make the dogs sick if they ate
There
his
wasn't
body?
much of
Yeah.
it left when he died.
Right.
Grant,
So it's been what, like 3 years now? I mean, yeah.
Maybe we
there's
could
not
just
much.
let the dogs play with his bones then.
Oh man.
That seems fair.
Ybor City Chicken breaks $1,200 worth of glass pipes in CBD shop.
Fuck.
So a chicken got loose and broke pipes?
Yeah.
What?
I think there might be a
and there's
surveillance video.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Okay, let's watch this shit.
Why
can't I do full screen? It won't let me do full screen. This is shit.
What can we do with it?
I'm gonna have to zoom in on it.
Yeah, control mouse wheel dealy. There you go.
Let's do the time warp again. Look at that fucking tie-dye shirt on the rack. This is such a stoner weed head shop.
All right, here comes the chicken walking
sir,
through the door.
Sir, I would like one of your biggest weeds, sir. Sir. Bong, 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 bong.
Oh, no. One little chicken is going to cause a bunch of damage. Oh, hold on. Here's a dude. Been like, get out of here, chicken.
Hey, silly cock.
And the chicken, like, flies out the window.
No, that chicken flew into the glass case, did it? Or did it go out the window?
No, it flew out the door. It flew out the door.
Why wouldn't they close the door after that?
Because that was not $1,200 worth of
He works in a
damage
weed store.
There's still some time left.
Fair.
So this chicken's coming back. He's like, the chicken's out there outside right now. Did you see this asshole just kicked me out of the shop?
I'll flex on all these pipes in a second.
This video's only 2.5 minutes long. I don't know how it's going to cause this much destruction.
I think the chicken's
Is he
not
running
outside,
from it?
dude. The chicken's not outside.
Dude, he's acting like he's getting held up right now.
Oh yeah, he's in the window display case.
I told you the chicken ain't outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah, I have great eyes, and I'm also always right, so I knew it.
You know what? I like New Mexican food.
But I like how it's getting close on the chicken, like that menacing fucking chicken.
And a lot of people correctly pointed out that Billy doesn't remember my stories because he's not in any of them.
Because I've never eaten those foods.
Oh no, actually, I've noticed Cactus, the chain around the Seattle area, serves a lot of New Mexican food. Like they'll even put it in there.
Yeah, you really like that place. It's one of your favorite places to bring up when I talk about how much.
Oh,
I
there
like
it goes.
Chipotle.
It's
No.
Cactus? You don't like cactus?
No, I like it, but I don't bring it up.
You have multiple times.
No, there's other places around here that do it way better.
Well, you often bring up cactus.
No, you're wrong. It wasn't about you. You're remembering it wrong.
Interesting.
He loves himself so much. Like, I spent so much time with him.
Yeah.
He loves himself. Like, he is in love. If he could make a clone of himself and fuck himself every day, he would.
I mean,
who
we would.
wouldn't?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
know.
But me and my clone would go out and fuck other things.
And from time to time they would blow like they'd have some kind of threesome, but they would end up blowing one another.
We would
eventually.
blow each other vicariously through the girl in between us.
No.
It's not
chick in the
not
corner of
gay
the room.
if it's you.
So yeah, the chicken fucked it up. I wish it was a better angle, but that was good. That was funny.
Kelliferson's got a good point. You should retroactively insert me into your life stories so I'll remember them.
Yeah, I'll sit down and work on that right away.
Yeah.
All right, here's a story about New York passing us, passing
death toll?
Washington. We were number 1.
Yeah, but per capita, I bet you we still got them beat.
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I think individual cases are way beyond us now. And it makes sense because New York City is so densely populated.
And they waited to quarantine the schools and stuff until well after us. But de Blasio was like, no, we don't need it. Oh, shit, okay.
To New Jersey now, they are the latest state to mandate residents stay inside. All of this as governors take historic actions to try and slow the spread of the outbreak. New York State is the hardest hit. Michael George tonight in Times Square.
The Trump administration has declared New York a major disaster. The state accounts for nearly half of the nation's reported cases of COVID-19. New York.
I feel like the masks are just fashion now, and I need to get one just to look cool. You know?
Yeah. Dude, Amazon had a bunch of sick-ass full black ones you could buy or right before it started, but they're gone now. They're fashionable as fuck.
It's called quarantine chic.
I mean,
quarantine chic?
I mean, all right, let's be real. Here in Seattle, we have a huge Asian population here, and it is not uncommon to see Asian people wear those masks when there's not a global pandemic going on. So now it's like fashionable, like everyone's doing it. So it's kind of like an Asian trend, you know? It's pretty awesome. I feel woke now.
I am gonna get some of those plague doctor masks though. Those are
the
still
big
for sale.
nose?
Yeah, you could use those at the same time.
They used to stuff the long nose with herbs to like filter out the plague, which had nothing to do with how the plague was being spread.
filter out dead body
smell. Yeah, it was to filter out the
Was it
dead
only
body
the smell? I thought it was the clean, like to filter out the air though.
They might have added that on top, but it was definitely for the smell. That was
Because it's
the
my
purpose.
understanding it was flea bites that were that was causing the plague, right?
Probably, but they had to deal with the plague doctors had to deal with the smell of the dying and decaying. So that was what it was.
You
there
literally
for.
just roll your dead relatives. You just roll them out to the curb, and they just have to walk through it to go treat people.
Yeah,
fun times.
Has become the epicenter of the outbreak in the U.S.
We are literally scouring the globe looking for medical supplies.
Governor Andrew Cuomo says,
"What would you stuff the nose of your plague doctor mask with?"
Gamer girl bathwater.
Yeah, I'm fat, so I'd probably just stuff it full of like tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Billy like crush up a dessert and like sniff it and throw it away because he was on a diet where he lost 200 pounds and he was not for a while. He was not eating literally any of that ever. No cheat days ever.
Yeah.
And I saw what was that?
It was a beignet.
A beignet
in Portland.
We were standing in a long line waiting to eat breakfast. This is a story that both me and Billy are in.
I remember this story.
Oh,
because you were in it. It was a really long line. We had to wait like 15 minutes to get in, so they were giving out free beignets.
Yeah, they kept giving out free beignets, and I was staring at them like, those look so good.
This was at the beginning of your diet, too.
Yeah, this was 2 months in. Hadn't even weighed in yet. I probably was weighing around 560 pounds.
It was
at that
when
time.
we went down for
570.
Road Rage Portland.
Yeah, it was February 24th, the weekend of February 24th.
Yes.
And
yeah,
I had to. We were on our way out, and I saw that hot beignet, fresh beignet at the table. I said, "Fuck it," whop. Took a big whiff and then threw it on the ground. I was like, "We gone."
You need to make a dieting fucking video. Sell that shit online.
Yeah, I might have to get back into that zone now because
He was super strict keto.
Yeah, I've been enjoying my time off a little too
You know,
much.
I kind of Joe was taking cheap shots at you. I think he's trying to shame you into getting back.
That's not
going to
work. I don't get
I know. I
shamed.
tried to tell him that.
Yeah, I don't believe in shame. It's a
I
control
don't think
tactic.
even when it works, I don't think it's a good thing to use.
Yeah.
To motivate someone
Yeah.
to lose weight. Normally, shaming them is just going to make them depressed and want to eat more.
Yeah, I've made a ton of people, or not made, a ton of people have lost weight because of me.
He
because
said you
of-
were. It was during roll call. He said you were letting those people down,
Yeah, well, he says a lot of whack shit.
including him.
Yeah, well, he's actually gained weight since I've lost weight.
Oh, damn.
It's muscle mass, but
Damn. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
He's right there. He says
Yeah.
he does it to make you worse.
yeah, he's lying.
Joe's in the chat. Joe's the naked guy that we played at the beginning of our stream. That's our promo
Oh.
for our new show, Roll Call, that starts next month. It'll be twice a month. It's a call-in show. If you want to be a part of Roll Call, you should join our Discord. Everyone that's watching right now, please join our Discord.
And if you want preferred placement on the call list, you should also send in a video not unlike Joe's promo of yourself sitting naked somewhere doing
No,
something.
you don't
No?
have to do that.
You can, though.
As testing increases, thousands of new cases are being identified.
We need 30,000 ventilators, so we're at 6,000. But we have not been successful as of yet with finding a supply of gowns, but we are searching high and low.
19 million New Yorkers are being asked to stay at home as much as possible. Business shutdown orders are taking effect in New York, California, and Illinois.
I like when they asked Trump if he took any responsibility for this. His answer was no, because we weren't set up for something like this. It's like, yeah, we should have been. We should have had a totally different system in place. And that's what people have been telling him forever.
We shouldn't have fired the entire pandemic response team back in 2018, but, you know.
Right.
Oops.
Oops.
Wall Street ended the worst week since 2008. CBS senior business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
The economic uncertainty is breeding the sell-off, and until there's more certainty...
Yeah, because these fucking idiots don't understand that overall public health affects the economy and all these other things. It's not just that the lazy poor people who don't have insurance are going to get sick and die. You know, it's fucking dumb.
I wonder if this is the wedge issue that will get people to finally want health care for all and like make it happen.
It's going to be sad if it is, but
what'll be sad is if we don't get to that point because we die off.
It's going to be the boomers that all die off.
Yeah,
that's what's attacking. Yeah,
it's going to be depressing as fuck if we float all the way through this and then it's still just status quo. Hey, it's not good.
Well, I mean, that seems to be the American way.
Oh yeah, pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Well, it's this. Our political system is like tug of war between two geriatric people in hover rounds trying to pull one another into the mud, and they never get anywhere. One moves a little bit and the other one gets closer, and then they get right back to where they were before. So we never go anywhere at all.
Well, we finally got something in this world where you can pull yourself up by your boob straps, because OnlyFans is going to be lit now that women can't work. They're gonna just go sell their boobs to all their friends. The girl next door is gonna be on OnlyFans making some fucking pizza money, and we're all gonna be like, hell yeah, it's about time. Revolution.
Our economy will get so bad that fucking Melania and Ivanka will end up doing that. Then Trump's really gonna regret it.
That wouldn't happen. Melania's already been naked.
Yeah, but she'll be full on My Free Cams.
I don't know about
or OnlyFans. Yep.
Does she get a?
She'll be riding a Sibian. She'll be using like a gas powered like leaf blower style dildo.
Does she get payments being the first lady? Like, you know how the president gets money for the rest of his life?
Mm-hmm.
Does the first lady get a paycheck at all?
I don't know what would happen if they got divorced. Maybe even if they got divorced.
I wonder.
Not many presidents have been divorced like after they left office.
Has there been a first alimony yet?
I mean, Reagan. I don't know. Reagan was the first president. I think Reagan was the first president who had ever been divorced or something. I could be wrong about that, but I believe, or maybe at least in modern times.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon.
Taft's wife left him for being a fat shit.
She wasn't a feeder?
Have been promised relief from the government, but economists estimate 2 to 3 million Americans lost jobs just this week. Some tourists and locals are still venturing outside, but the number we're seeing is nothing like what you'd expect on a typical weekend in Times Square. New York businesses that are not considered essential will be closed officially Sunday at 8 p.m.
Damn.
That dude's green screened as fuck. He's not out in that fucking area.
He is out in that area. It's strange. Like, if you take a picture in Times Square, it just looks like you're green screened. It's so weird. It's like this is probably how we know the world is a simulation. Because I was in Times Square 2 weeks ago.
I like New Mexican food.
Yeah, and my photo looks like it was green screened as well. It's a strange effect. It's
if
a
that
strange
chick walked
effect.
up to him, she's going to be 17 feet tall. I don't know, man. This looks fucked up.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm telling you.
It looks fucked up.
I'm telling you. It's a weird phenomenon. It's the Times Square green screen effect. You could Google people in Times Square, and all the pictures will come up, and they'll all look like they were green screened. It's strange.
I'll check it out.
It's strange.
So here's Pence saying that him and his wife are going to be tested for coronavirus.
Everybody, and now I'll introduce our Vice President, Mike Pence, who's led the task force. And I will tell you this, he has not slept much, maybe a tiny bit, maybe a little bit, but not much.
This boy looks green screened.
Well, because he's in his 60s, he hasn't slept much because he's in his 60s and he might have coronavirus. So yeah, it's keeping him up at night.
And he's done an incredible job. Mike, thank you. Please.
Alicia, Taco Bell is not new Mexican food. It's barely Mexican food at all.
Taco Bell all the way.
You guys are, at least one of you is in Arizona, right?
Yeah, I'm the Arizonan.
Okay. Frederico's. That's good fast food Mexican food.
Yes.
Yeah.
24 hours open. They Uber Eats it 24 hours a day. It fucking the best.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Good afternoon, all.
Oh, and I just realized why I always bring up why I like Mexican food, because you always talk about how you ate at Chipotle that day.
Yeah, I'm creating content.
So that's just a response to you talking about yourself.
I'm creating content.
You can't blow your nose in 2020. You got to be careful, man.
Yeah. Ben makes me come in this room just so he can blow his nose.
I do make him come in this room. That's the post show, guys.
Yeah, for all the $10 patrons and above.
Thank you, Mr. President. The White House Coronavirus Task Force met today. We briefed the president on our latest recommendations.
He sounds a little scratchy.
We continue at the president's
He's
direction to lead not a whole of government approach, but a whole of America approach.
Look how pale Pence looks next to Trump, right?
But Trump has a fake tan.
I thought you were going to say the other guy.
Look at Trump's eyelids. That's the actual color of Trump's face.
Yeah.
Trump's eyelids look like buttholes.
He wears those tanning goggles, and so that's why his shit on his eyes are his actual skin tone. Someone took Photoshop and made the color of his eyelids his entire face, and it looks
like Palpatine.
frightening.
He looks like Palpatine. He's the Tangerine Palpatine.
He actually looks better with this shitty tan.
Tangerine Palpatine.
Tangerine Palpatine.
He's
That
the
rules.
Tangerine Palpatine. That motherfucker don't get tanned. He gets tangerine.
Oh, man.
Just
I
heard
saw the
the
Photoshop where they like shaved his head and made him the right color and put the right kind of suits on him, and he looked just like a normal old dude. Way
Yeah.
better than that.
Do you want to look like a normal old dude? I want to look like Donald Trump when I grow up.
I want to see Trump and Pence both part their hair directly down the center of their head and see what it looks like.
I want to see them with Skrillex haircuts.
Where it's shaved on the side?
Yeah. Lit.
And it described one inspiring story after another. The way the American people are responding, the way American businesses are responding, religious communities across this country. The American people are coming together. They're responding with common sense, compassion, and generosity. People are heeding the advice of state and local authorities, and tens of millions of Americans are putting into practice 15 days to slow the spread. We are officially, Mr. President, 6 days into our 15 days. And as we look all across this country, while we strongly support the decisions that governors in states where we have significant outbreak have taken, we encourage every American to listen to those state and local authorities. For every American, this is what you can do to make a difference over the next week and a few days to protect your health, protect your family's health, but most especially slow the spread and the potential for the coronavirus to impact the most vulnerable. As the president said, we've almost been overwhelmed at the outpouring of support from American businesses. The president spoke yesterday to thousands of small businesses. We spoke to.
Is he dying?
Yeah, that's what we're waiting. Look how long this is.
Health authorities to contact FEMA for all the latest development.
Okay, yeah, we want to hear about you.
Contact with that staff person. We worked immediately with a White House physician.
Here it is.
On behalf of the president, we do renew our call for Americans to postpone elective medical procedures, including dental.
And by the way, another thing I heard that's huge that I've never seen happen in my lifetime, they've delayed tax day all the way until July.
Yeah.
Which is great. And no interest if you haven't paid, because normally interest accrues on tax day. Any taxes you owe that are paid after that day accrue interest on it.
Services, and remember, this is another way that you're going to make sure that medical supplies are available, because by postponing elective medical procedures, you're freeing up medical supplies for those dealing with the coronavirus. As the President mentioned, our team is on Capitol Hill as we speak, working with members of Congress in both political parties. They're making
I've pointed this out before, but if Trump and Pence both get coronavirus and die, we'll have President Nancy Pelosi.
Hell yes, Queen.
Slay.
progress, by all accounts, on a bipartisan bill. They worked late into the night last night, started early this morning, and we are working to pass that legislation on Monday in both the House and the Senate. Now, on a personal note, many of you may have been made aware that a member of my staff has tested positive for the coronavirus. We learned of that late yesterday. I am pleased to report that he is doing well. He had mild cold-like symptoms for about a day and a half, has not been to the White House since Monday. Neither the President nor I had direct contact with that staff person. We worked immediately with the White House physician and the CDC. We've done all contact tracing. And while the White House doctor has indicated that he has no reason to believe that I was exposed and no need to be tested, given the unique position that I have as Vice President and as the leader of the White House Coronavirus Task Force.
If that did happen, Nancy Pelosi would be president up until the end of this year, and she would have to decide if she was going to run for re-election or not. It'd be the weirdest thing ever.
She just order 66, everybody.
Would
Stay
it be
forever.
weirder? Would it be weirder than the host of Celebrity Apprentice?
It's kind of lost its luster at this point. It would just be weird because we've never seen the speaker take the office before.
Yeah, it's never happened yet.
Yeah.
Trump always looks like a bored little kid as his parents are fucking checking out at a grocery store. Somebody else is talking.
And she's like 80 years old, too.
They had the speaker take over in House of Cards with
temporarily, right?
Kevin Spacey. He became the president.
Like acting president or like the actual president?
He became the president. I think.
Okay, yeah, I never watched it, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's why it's interesting. They'd write something like that into fiction because we've never seen that. So she'd be the first woman president, but only because she was speaker and the president and vice president both died.
And then the first woman president to be elected would probably brag about it, but then it would look like she was shitting on.
I would have to wonder,
Pelosi.
she might not even run for re-election, I don't know. She's old.
What if Bill Clinton
She's
got
old.
What if Bill Clinton got a sex change? Would he then become the first woman president?
He can't run again.
Well, I mean, would he become the first woman president?
No, because he did it after he was president.
Yeah, he looked good in Epstein's painting with that dress on.
Yeah.
I and my
That was Monica's dress that he spooged
wife
all
will be
over.
tested for the coronavirus later this afternoon. Let me say again how grateful the President and I are that every American has acted on the President's coronavirus guidelines. We are 6 days into 15 days that, as Dr. Fauci may well reflect in a moment, is an opportunity for us here on the foothold.
Nancy Pelosi is 79.
Nice.
Yeah, I just had to look that up.
She's
That's
going to
crazy.
be 80 in a week. 1 week from now, she's going to be 80.
You say 79. I think of Pelosi. I think 69.
Holy shit.
Can you imagine eating her so well that she bites the head of your dick off like a dragoness?
I think that you think that you want that, but I don't think that you want
Oh, no,
that.
I definitely don't want that.
69 was like the year she graduated from university. Like she's old as fuck.
Of this epidemic curve in our country to literally lower the impact in our nation and save lives. Every American can do their part to slow the spread, and we encourage you each to continue to do that. As the President says often, remember we're all in this together. And also remember that
I had an idea for a movie based on the coronavirus. So like coronavirus gets bad and 50% of the American population gets it. And then 6 months later, 6 months, 6 hours and 6 minutes after they die, they turn into zombies and it becomes a zombie apocalypse film.
I Am Legend again.
But in real life. And not Will Smith.
Yeah, let's fucking
make,
do it.
Who do we want to star in this?
Tom Hanks, dude.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
It'll be like Castaway, only with zombies.
All right. That's
Him
a good
and Idris
one.
Elba can meet up, dude. It's fucking perfect.
Tony Hawk has to have a cameo.
That's a good one. Okay, that's a good one. But my coronavirus movie, my coronavirus movie pitch. Okay, there's a lot of people that can't work because of coronavirus, right? The only income coming into the families is through the elderly who are on Medicare and they get Social Security checks, but they're all dying. So now we become World War Bernies. And all these people are weekend at Bernieing their dead coronavirus relatives to keep the checks coming in. And it's like thousands of weekend at Bernie's. And they're all walking around with Gammy Num Nums as a marionette. I think that's a pretty good coronavirus film too.
That's good as fuck. We need those guys back from the fucking Weekend at Bernie's movies, though. They have to at least be there one time.
Are they still around?
I don't even know their names. Holy shit.
That for
Isn't that
most
part of the
Americans,
product
the
of Shameless?
risk of
Maybe.
serious illness from the coronavirus remains low. The reason we want to put into practice the president's coronavirus guidelines is because no American would want to
at Bernie's.
inadvertently expose.
Okay, so
Apocalypse at Bernie's.
So a bunch of senators from both parties are getting blasted right now because they sold millions of dollars in stocks after they were briefed about how bad the virus was going to get.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't,
and the one
I don't
woman
understand how they're not in jail right now.
Right. Martha Stewart went to prison for this shit.
Yeah.
And then she wasn't
Yeah.
working for the government. Well, the one woman senator, her husband is like part of the New York Stock Exchange. So here's a little bit about that.
Welcome back. It's a congressional stock scandal. 4 U.S. senators now under fire for selling off millions of dollars worth of stocks in the days before the coronavirus crashed the American economy. Democrat Dianne Feinstein.
That's Bill Burr's dad, Senator Burr.
He's too old. I mean, he's too close to the same age.
Oh.
And Republicans Richard Burr, Kelly Loeffler, and James Inhofe all dumped assets following a reportedly classified all-senators briefing at the end of January. Now, all 4 of the senators are denying any wrongdoing, and Senator Burr is calling for an ethics review of his own actions.
Oh, yeah. So that the one woman senator, her husband's the CEO of the New York Stock Exchange.
Feinstein.
Senator Loeffler was grilled.
Not Feinstein, the blonde
The
one.
other one?
Yeah,
Well,
the
this
younger
morning
blonde
by Fox's
woman.
Ed Henry on America's Newsroom.
You thought the government was prepared, yet shortly after that tweet that I just noted, you sold over $1 million in stocks in your own personal portfolio before the market went down. Were you trading on inside information about what was coming?
Yes.
Well, I'm really glad you asked, Ed, because I do want to set the record straight.
I love it when an answer starts off with like, "That's a great question." You know, bullshit's coming.
Mm-hmm. I've seen some of those stories, and it's absolutely false, and it could not be true. So if you actually look at the personal transaction reports that were filed, it notices at the bottom that I'm only informed of my transactions after they occur, several weeks.
So, I mean, it's hard to make sense of all of this. So let me just start by asking you, Jesse, is this serious? In the Loeffler case, it's also an issue that not only did she sell stuff, but then she bought stuff, and one of the
I just hate the smirk on his face.
items she bought was to
Now,
help.
this guy was one of the guys from Weekend at Bernie's, right?
It looks like
And he just grew up and worked for Fox News.
Yeah.
It all ties together.
People who have to work at home software. What do you think?
It looks really bad. All 4 of them have different levels of sketchiness. I'll start with the least sketchy. Inhofe says he was never even at the briefing on the virus.
How much you want to bet he says the most sketchy is Feinstein? She's the only Democrat involved in this.
Yeah, I think that's good money.
Let's see. Maybe he doesn't, because the woman, the blonde woman, is the most
Been
sketchy.
moving money from stocks to mutual
Place all
funds
bets now.
for the last 2 years. He sold the least amount of stock. Feinstein says, you know what? It was a blind trust. It was my husband's doing. I wasn't even at the briefing on the virus either. And it was just one company, but it was $6 million in a biotech company. we don't really know much else about that. Now, Loeffler, her husband's the chairman of the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah. She sold these stocks on the day of the briefing, right after it happened. And like you said, not only did she sell a lot of stocks, she bought a stock which benefits from a software that helps teleworking, people that work from home. It doesn't look very good. Perfectly timed. Also perfectly timed, Richard Burr liquidated almost his entire portfolio. And he has all the intel because he's the top intel guy in the Senate. And he was telling people privately that this pandemic was going to be as bad as the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic. Also perfectly timed right before the market dropped. And he said, oh, well,
He got maximum returns on that because the market was the highest it's ever been in the history of the stock market.
Yeah.
Until the drop.
Yeah,
So
like a couple weeks ago, yeah.
he maximized his returns right before the big drop happened. He sold off.
So what? Does he go to jail now like Martha Stewart did? Does he get to hang out with Snoop Dogg now? Like, can Martin Shkreli get let go?
I traded it because I saw some news on CNBC. I think everybody needs to be investigated and treated fairly, but a really bad look.
Emily, Senator Burr says simply, you know what, it wasn't my actions, even if you were to try to put them together. The fact is, he says he had no special intelligence, although he's the chairman of the Intelligence Committee. He says everything.
I always forget that Fox News switched to brunettes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they used to all be blonde. All of them.
That he did was based on public reports. What do you
She's in
think?
Seattle.
Yeah.
Right. He said, I only listened to CNBC covering the Asia markets. Look, in my opinion, to kind of go off of Jesse's ranking of the outlaws, the top two are the worst. And Senator Burr's is the worst by far. It's worse than Loeffler. And here's why. Because his reported net worth 2 years ago was $1.7 million. And as you just said, he sold off between $600,000 and $1.7 million. So nearly all of his reported net worth. And of course, the disparity between his public and his private comments and his vote in 2012 against a rule in Congress banning insider trading. It obviously raises a lot of questions. And Loeffler, by the way, her reported net worth is $500 million. And the most she reportedly sold off was $3.1 million. So that's less than 1%. She has the same defense that Feinstein does, which is, I didn't know about it. I learned about it weeks after. You know, Feinstein says it's in a blind trust. Other people do it for me. But we'll see what happens.
Well, Greg, what do you think? I mean, you're normally a skeptic. I know public officials sometimes anger you.
Yes.
So what are you thinking about this?
I am more upset, I guess, at all of them for not knowing more about the issue in general. Yeah, I agree with everything that Jesse and Emily said about the levels of guilt. But I'm kind of ticked off. What date was that meeting? It was at end of January, end of February.
End of January. Yeah, January 24th.
Okay, so that was we talked on the 5.
That was right when the president was shutting down the travel.
Yeah, exactly. So they could argue that they watched the 5 and heard us arguing about it, and that's what I would do if I was their lawyer.
Dana Perino's the last throwback blonde woman on Fox. I can't name another one anymore because all the other ones left.
All the other ones
sued them for sexual harassment
and won.
Oh shit!
But my point.
Yeah, Megyn Kelly and Gretchen Carlson, and there were a few others too.
Yeah, they said they watched CNBC.
Those were the two most famous.
The movie
ones.
Bombshell just came out about all that and got some Oscar love.
Is Charlize Theron in that?
Charlize Theron plays Megyn Kelly.
Yeah, and they did her makeup right, made her look a lot like her.
The people who did the makeup on that, I think, are the same people who did the makeup on what's the fat Churchill? When Gary Oldman did Winston Churchill, God, they made him look like
fat
Churchill. What's the fat? It was Churchill. Yeah, Gary Oldman looked like damn Churchill, like crazy.
Yeah,
There's a scene
did.
in the movie where he's running naked, and it's a fat man running naked.
It looks. Was it an actual fat guy that they just?
I mean, maybe, but I like to think it was all Gary Oldman in a fucking chunk suit.
It was kind of like that one movie, Nymphomaniac, where like they did this. They had actual people come in and do the sex scenes, and then they just used computers to make it look like Shia LaBeouf was actually doing it.
I heard Shia LaBeouf got that role because he sent like a tape of him fucking to Lawrence Van Trier. Yeah, that's what I heard. We need to actually go in and study that entire film because it's fucking weird, dude.
Yes.
It's so weird.
It's
It's
two
a-
parts, too.
Yeah.
And the second part gets really dark.
Oh yeah.
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 And that's not just the gangbang with the street thugs that you're talking about. It's gross. There's crotch rot and necrotic, like.
Yeah, like the first part is just her young, like hooking up with anyone she knew.
Yeah.
Basically.
Blowing
But the se-
people on a train
but
for a
the
bag
second-
of candy.
But the second part is like dark.
Yeah, it gets fucked.
It's a crazy movie. If you like crazy, like really fucked up, I was kind of disturbed. It was one of those movies I was like, did I enjoy that, or am I just like on edge the whole time? Like, this is weird.
Yes, exactly.
Messed up.
There's that
wonderful
scene
film.
where she like blows the pedophile that never actually fucked a kid to like thank him for never fucking a kid. Remember that one? Do you remember that scene? It's fucked up.
Yeah. I want to thank you.
Well, there's the one scene where she meets the two African guys in the park and like invites them up to her room and they DP her and
The Drunken Peasants podcast,
and they get into a fight because they can feel each other's balls touching.
Yeah,
it's really messed up.
That's not like that's like the second movie.
Yeah, that is the second one.
And the second movie, that's kind of in the beginning of the second movie. And the second movie just gets so much more fucked up.
No, it's not a porn. It's a movie, but
It's a film. Yeah, it's two-part film, Nymphomaniac.
I guess you could say technically it is like
It's an art house film.
Right, and there is, like, actual
There's penetrative sex. There's pretty gross stuff in it, but it was on Netflix, right? Like they had
yeah, it's called Nymphomaniac.
They have
and it's
both
two
versions
parts.
on
It
Netflix.
has
I don't know if they
Shia
still do.
LaBeouf. It has a bunch of relatively well-known actors in it. He's
Yeah.
probably the most
It's
famous
called
one.
Nymphomaniac Volume 1 and Volume 2. But Shia
pretty
LaBeouf is, I think Kevin Bacon's in it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a whole bunch of Skarsgård. Was it not Bill Skarsgård? Who's the father?
I don't know, Maury.
Kellen
Who is it?
Skarsgård. I think there's the Skarsgård brothers, and then the father. He was in Thor. He's in it, and it's like he's like the kind of like the narrator. It's so Charlotte Gainsbourg is the main star. She's the girl who put out a song with her father called "Lemon Incest" that went. Yeah, that's like a French song, "Lemon Incest."
Let's move on to how Italy's doing, and then we're gonna move to the next segment.
Overseas, the numbers from Italy tonight only worsening. In fact, this was the number today: 627 people dying in just the past 24 hours, the worst yet. So tonight here, we're going to take you inside the hospital at the epicenter of their outbreak. We warn you it's difficult, but it's also a warning for what doctors on the front lines could soon face here. Maggie Rulli from London tonight.
Tonight, a glimpse inside a nightmare. A race to save lives in the Italian hospital at the epicenter of the deadliest coronavirus outbreak in the world. And this is just the emergency ward, not the intensive care unit. The ICU.
I don't know if I should ask this, but can I get one of those isolation helmets on Amazon?
I don't think so.
Oh man,
It's like a super oxygen dome or something I was reading.
Is already overwhelmed. Those plastic bubble helmets are connected to ventilators to help the gasping patients breathe. This hospital is one of the most advanced in Europe, but the victims are everywhere, on gurneys, in waiting rooms, in hallways.
It's a very severe pneumonia. Every day, 50 to 60 patients who come to our emergency department with pneumonia.
They say they want the rest of the world to know that this is what's waiting for them if nations don't lock down.
I never felt so stressed in my life. We are doing our best, but maybe it's not enough.
A friend of mine's mom is doing. She's a nurse and she's dealing with a lot of this, and she's saying her mom's having like at her mental edge, you know. And I think that's with a lot of healthcare workers right now. I know another friend of mine tried to go to the hospital, and the hospital was like, "Well, we're shut down. You can't come in. You know, we're not taking anybody in." It's hard on both sides.
In New York, they had to bring in the Navy's 2 floating hospitals to park there in the Hudson Bay to treat people.
How many floating hospitals do we have?
They said 2, but I don't know if they have more, but they said they were bringing 2 of them to New York.
Can we make some of those right now?
We probably need them.
Can we turn some floating hospitals out? Can we get some, I don't know, mobile hospital units? Can we start working on building those on every platform?
They're setting up in Phoenix. They're setting up beds and tents on high school football fields right now.
Yeah, like a circus, right? But it's a hospital instead of a circus. Because if you can move elephants and stuff around, you should be able to move the care.
I don't think I've heard anything that serious happening in Chicago yet, but
yeah,
I mean, everyone seems to be on lockdown here, so.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we all get better and we don't hurt each other on the way to better.
Yeah, it's a Navy medical ship. That's what it looks like.
Coming to relieve New York City hospitals was last in city after 9/11.
Oh, so I guess they used it there after. So they brought it in after 9/11.
Yeah, I just looked it up too. There's 1,000 beds on each one of those ships.
Wow.
So that'll help something, man.
Yeah, it's something.
That's a significant amount of beds because that's what they're running out of in the ventilators.
I wonder if there are doctors that like. Let's say there's doctors in areas that just aren't like needing them as much, right? Like there's got to be areas that just don't have outbreaks, right? Can we get those doctors fitted with like a mobile RV and have them go like drive to cities in an RV?
And they can like IRL stream it?
No, like where they just have like a 7-bed hospital or something. Like you just give these guys a 7-bed hospital and they can go to places that are where they're needed.
Dr. Smith and Only Use Me Blade are going out right now. What kind of trouble are they going to cause?
Let's do it.
Oh, the Tony Hawk soundtrack blast in the background.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
A mobile RV, redundant much? No, a mobile hospital, you dipshit, is what I was trying to get at. A mobile hospital, but it's an RV. It's a mobile RV hospital. You know what? You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah, what's that?
I'm tired of trying to help the world through my healing thoughts. I'm trying to give people these ideas that will save the world, but I'm done. I'm just gonna start making jokes out of everything. I'm no more Serious Billy because I just get stepped on whenever I try and save the world, and I'm tired of it. So,
are you gonna go make a clock on Mars or whatever Dr. Manhattan did?
I might have to.
Your next trajectory.
I might have to.
I'm tired of this place.
I might have to.
This transcends into the universe.
I think we're going to go through the Streamlabs that came in during the last segment, and then we'll start the next one.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 64.63% of the way there to our goal. Hopefully, we can get lucky and meet it tonight. And if not, we'll just chalk it up to the apocalypse. Dr. Harry C. Beaver said, Billy, we've finally received gallons of your sweet boy semen. We now have all the resources and will conduct the vaccine to assist this global pandemic. This global pandemic. Thank you. I said global, but local at the same time.
So Harry C. Beaver?
Harry C. Beaver, Dr. Harry
C. Beaver. He can be on the RV too.
Dr. Harry C. Beaver.
The title of the video could be Dr. Harry C. Beaver presses Billy the fridge.
No, he likes me. He says
no, he presses you at first.
He says the gallons of sweet boy semen that I sent in are going to save lives, but I'm sorry, Dr. Harry C. Beaver. I'm not in the life-saving business anymore. I didn't get enough appreciation for my contributions. Fidel Castro says cocaine is good. Satan says I'm on board. Hit up my DMs. Thank you, Satan.
Thank you.
Dragon of the West said boomers are between 55 and 75 right now. Coronavirus is the highest fatality rate for older boomers and the greatest generation, boomers' parents. I still don't get why Gen Xers and millennials are panicking. We just can't visit Grandpa right now.
I'm not panicking. I'm saying let's try to prevent the spread. Let's just take the simple steps that need to be taken to make sure that we spread it as little as possible so that it can go away and we don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm not panicking.
Yeah, the economy's in the fucking shitter right now.
Yeah. Like, shit's going bad. People are out of work. Next thing you're going to see is the value of the dollar fall. It'll all just keep happening.
Let's get lucky.
Yes!
Hamburger.
PT Ham!
Let's get lucky. That got us over 77.13%.
More than 3/4 of the way there. Yes. The streak will not be broken!
Cryptos Rock said miasma, an obsolete medical theory that held diseases such as cholera, chlamydia, or the Black Death were caused by a miasma, a noxious form of bad air, also known as night air.
That's what I meant.
Stinky air causes disease. Ben was right. Dragon in the West.
Yeah, that's I just want to expand upon that really quick. Malaria, the name, the Latin word that malaria comes from literally means bad air, and they thought just like dirty swamp air caused malaria. They didn't realize it was the mosquitoes in the swamp that was giving them malaria.
Dirty swamp air.
Yeah.
Icky.
They thought it was the dirty they're like, every time people go to the swamp they come back with malaria. Why is that?
It
was the mosquitoes that live there.
Air. Malaria.
Yeah.
Bad air. Dragon of the West says GameStop's just trying to take advantage of the fact that everyone's going to be stuck at home most of the day. They know internet download speeds will suck. Also, Ben, I think one of the reasons you like Frasier is because it's set in Seattle.
You know what, though? I liked it before I lived in Seattle, but it is kind of cool to watch it now and hear them reference places. But they only ever actually filmed one episode in Seattle. The rest was filmed on a set in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's one episode.
It was like Frasier Day.
Yes,
I think, right?
Yeah, they're having Frasier Day at the Space Needle, and Frasier like makes all these dumb choices that's gonna make him late, and he can never make it to Frasier Day. But there's one factually inaccurate thing. They make it seem like the Seattle monorail has more than one stop, but it only has one stop each way. Like there's technically two stations. And he goes past the Space Needle on the monorail and doesn't get off. But it literally stops there. It's the end of the line right next to the Space Needle.
In the Frasier world, the monorail goes all the way to Capitol Hill.
That would be... Well, that's like the Link light rail now, I guess.
Yeah.
But that would be hilarious.
Dragon in the West says, Billy, if you listen to an audiobook, you can pretend it's a podcast. You can use the time to get edumacated or read fiction to distract your mind. Yeah. Adrian Sutton said, it's my brother's Atticus's birthday, and all he wants is a Billy body pillow. Well, damn. That's actually a good idea. I'll try and get him a body pillow ready to cuddle with.
Thanks for having myself and Grant on tonight, boys.
Oh, man.
Hey.
This is Sweet Boy Super Chat.
Hey.
Hey. Sweet boy. And Thomas Muldorf says, this black guy 2024. And Loch Ness Monster gave us Tree Fitty. And
Tree Fitty.
Bappy Compton said, I'm back, butches. Hashtag Billy is the only sweet boy.
You know, a lot of people defame the Loch Ness Monster and make it seem like he's panhandling for Tree Fitty, but he gives us Tree Fitty all the time.
Yeah.
He's actually a very generous Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah. We're constantly getting Tree Fitty.
A wise monster.
Yeah, thank you, Grimwolf Prime as well, my dude. And I am super chill and relaxed right now. I don't know if you've noticed that. I feel
You hit a vibe.
Yeah, I hit a vibe, man.
Yeah.
The sweet dulcet sound. I can't donate much right now. You know the world ending and all, but I still want to send you sweet boys a tip. Thank you, Mr. Captain Snacks.
You know what? That's okay. When you get that $1,200 check, just donate it all to DP.
Yeah, we were thinking when the $1,200 checks come in, if all the DP fans could just give us $40. That's it.
Dude, that would be so much. That would be so much.
It's part of the 40 Ounces to Freedom campaign.
I say keep, a solid $1K and just give us the $200.
Yeah, 1,200 is such a weird number. Just round it off to 1K and chuck us $200.
Balance it out.
Yeah, everybody, just do it. No,
Stimulate our economy.
Look, guys. Obviously, these stimulus checks are going to come in. You're going to need them for good things. Use
Like
them
drunken
for good
peasants.
things. Just remember what your good things are. You know, toilet paper, steak, Billy the Fridge T-shirts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Chigro says, love you guys. That's for
Hello,
being here.
my sweet, sweet boys.
Josh 2.0, thank you. Thank you, sweet, sweet Josh 2.0.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Chigro said,
80%.
Love you guys. That's for being here today. And the worst part of my life, almost half a decade ago.
I don't know what that means, but I hope you're okay. Everyone, please like the stream. Liking the stream always brings in more people. And if you want to bring in more people, you should do that because that's good, right? We're going to get into oddities. The oddities. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention our other sponsor, slug.com. We have an affiliate link. Please use our affiliate link and sign up for slug.com. Go use it. Check it out. Just signing up helps support the show. So check it out. See if it's to your liking, but please use the link to sign up for it. If we get a bunch of these, then they'll continue to sponsor our show, and that's good for us. And it costs you nothing. All you got to do is sign up for a website. And then if you're using Brave browser, please send us your bats. Just check and see if you got some bats. Send them our way. It's so easy. I don't understand why you haven't done it yet.
Send the bats.
Seriously, I don't understand why you haven't done it yet.
Send us the bats.
Yeah, I mean, what's your problem?
Just the bats.
Yep. I mean, I'm sick. I'm tired of waiting for these bats, guys. Please send them. I'll show you how to send bats, actually. Here's
You're going to want to take down that yellow bar if you want to show them this way.
Oh, is it?
You could
Oh, damn it. I always forget about that.
You could not make it a big screen. Just have it down a little smaller, the browser itself. Just minimize the browser itself a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
There you
so
go.
I'm playing a video on the Brave browser. Brave browser looks a lot like Chrome.
Hey.
So here's, you can't see my mouse pointer, but I'm clicking on the triangle in the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah.
It's asking me to back up my wallet, but I'm going to close that. I already gave my bats away that I got, but basically they tell you how many bats they have there, and every month they throw more bats at you. Bats stand for basic attention tokens. Right now they're worth not a lot of money right now. I think one bat is like 12, 13 cents, but they've gone all the way up to like 30, 40 cents before, so you never know. Click send a tip. Pick how much you want to send us. You got to make sure you're on one of our videos, though, when you do it.
Yeah, you got to go to the drunkenpeasants.com or youtube.com/drunkenpeasants.
No.
What do you got to do?
You got to be on one of our videos.
One of our videos.
Yeah, so like
Shit.
This video,
I'm fucking
open,
it up.
do it there. Any one of our videos on our channel. And alternatively, you can actually send them through Twitter, too. It's pretty weird how they integrated this. Let me see. All right. Why does Nico Lol come up immediately?
Because
Hi, I Think I'm Real is tweeting about it. So yeah, if you use the Brave browser and you use Twitter, you could just click on the triangle here to send a Brave browser tip. Obviously, I can't send one to Hi, I Think I'm Real because he's not signed up. You can only sign up for verified people. So never send it to someone who's not verified. Because you're wasting money. You're throwing money into the ether.
Only send it to Drunken Peasants.
Yeah, only send it to us. Yeah, seriously, only do that.
The drunkest of peasants.
The drunkest of peasants. All right, check this out. Oddity. It's insane how many people pay attention to Nico Lol. It's pretty weird.
Why?
Well, like, there's a lot of people just simping out like crazy.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people are so delusional because they never talk to real girls in real life. They think they actually have a chance with her.
So?
And they
Jesus
don't.
Christ.
And then when but here's the thing. Overnight, because she made this dumb Bernie TikTok video, she became an overnight sensation. And then she was doing a live stream one night and mentioned she has a boyfriend. and then they false flagged her Twitter down, and it was down for a couple days.
Toxic masculinity.
That's what I'm saying. It's pathetic.
Too.
Look, she's still doing very well for herself. And I hope she continues to do better. And I hope some of those weird incel, angry, toxic men continue to follow her and give her attention so they take their attention off the girls actually around them.
When you see an attractive woman on the internet and there's literally thousands of other simps pining for her, you stand zero chance.
Yes.
And her having a boyfriend isn't even what makes it impossible. There's layers of impossible before he's even in the equation.
Then you let these boys simp. They're better off simping a mega girl than some girl that might actually accidentally respond to them and then get trapped by a
That
weird
may
stalker.
actually go on a date with them.
They're not. No, most of these girls that might respond to them, the lower E girls, they're not going to date them either. But then these guys start stalking them.
Man, I know one that would have. She would have entertained all the simps, but she retired.
Who's that?
Who do you think?
I don't know.
Come on. Take a guess.
Not my story. I wasn't in it.
Okay. I love New Mexican food, but only when I hear stories about Chipotle every fucking day. It's like hey, guess what I ate today? The same shit you told us you ate the last 200 fucking times. Jesus Christ. You see that, dude?
What the fuck?
These guys wrestle. They put on pro wrestling matches at like Walmart and shit.
I was not prepared.
Look at this. Dude, he took his back on the corner of an air hockey table.
Yeah.
That was not a soft bump right there.
I don't think so. No.
Dude, I want to see it one more time. Oh, dude. There's no way that didn't hurt.
Stop it, dude. David Buster's gone downhill, man.
Dave and Spine Busters.
Dude, he's
worst pedigree.
Dude, he was hurt there.
Yeah.
He still finished the match.
Is this Drunken Peasants back?
All right, so someone made a battle bot and named it after our show. So every now and then when we get a video where the battle bot does battle, we watch it. So here's one.
Odin is ready. Drivers, you have 3 minutes on the clock.
They always look so similar. I don't know which one is which.
Odin's drum is not working. Drunken Peasant, on the other hand, definitely is working.
Yes.
Drunken Peasants, are you going to help Odin out? You let him get counted out in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And your winner, and still champion BattleBot, Drunken Peasant.
Yes! Don't fuck with us. Don't fuck with our robot.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. You guys have your own battle bot.
Yeah, it took us a lot of money.
Not a lot of people can claim that at all.
Cost us about $700,000 to get this one competition ready.
Which is why you got to send your bats, people. Come the fuck
Yeah.
Send us the bats. All right, what's this?
Right on. So a couple days, we'll be taking off in a whole new thing, you know. Starting my
Heaven's Gate?
Editor.
Is this the Green Goblin?
This is Cock Goblin.
Or whatever you call it. Having some fun. So, to get into a mindset, you're going to have to think of DNA-coded technology, okay? And I'm going to put DNA-coded technology in the realm of what you call Urim and Thummim, whatever that breastplate was and whatever else was hidden in the technological
Is
marvel
this the
you call
same weird guy that was like wearing the women's underwear in the dark in that one video?
I don't know. We never saw his face.
The voice sounds familiar.
Well, maybe. Yeah, it probably is him. And I hate my life.
Right? It's just technology.
You never needed to put a face with that, did you?
Nope.
This isn't that same guy. Last time I was on, you had some guy that made like canes or swords or something.
Oh,
or
that's King Cobra.
Scepters. The scepters. This isn't him.
This is not.
It's
him.
wands. He makes like wands.
Yeah. His bottom tooth is creeping me out.
This might be his father.
Yeah, I feel like I can smell his breath from behind the screen.
Oh, I got the Coronas, guys.
Yeah.
But to use the technology, it was DNA coded, right? So you don't have the DNA, you done. Right? That's crazy stuff, right? Imagine that.
Right.
Just for a consideration, right? And some people lost their DNA code to run the tech, if you get my drift.
I don't get
Well,
your
they had
drift, my
it.
dude.
Right? To
I'm actively
interact
wading away from the
with
drift.
the tech. Right? But somewhere down the line, because they thought it was just whatever, you breed your...
All right, I'm moving to something way more normal. I can't handle.
This is the guy that only jumps into the pool after he hears the little kids peed in it.
All right, there's got to this one has to not be as weird. What's this?
Hey guys, this is your favorite YouTuber, Mark Wilson. I'll be doing my
That is my
broadcast
favorite.
at
You called
11
it, yeah.
o'clock tonight. I'll be there. Don't forget to watch. I'll be doing other stuff on my live broadcast.
His mannerisms are exactly like the chimpanzees at the zoo.
Middle
Picking
knuckle
bugs
has
out
a
of there.
goatee, for fuck's sake, man.
This is not future Egghead. All right, this guy
Hey
was.
guys, Egghead here. I'm your favorite YouTuber. Join me live.
Go DP bot.
Yep.
You know, like talking about the world big pieces. I don't know, probably. What can I do for my live broadcast tonight? Let's see.
You should have decided that before you made a promo for it.
He's like, let's see. I could have Jeffrey come over.
You know what?
We could try the new coronavirus
You know
Oreos.
what? Egghead made a promo video for his channel and obviously didn't know what he was going to say during it. And he's like, yeah, watch my channel. What are we going to do on my channel? Let's see. Just like this. He did the exact same shit where he didn't even know what he was going to say. And it was clear.
We've hit
So, yeah.
$666.66 thanks to Satan.
Someone throw a couple bucks in there to
Hell yeah, Satan.
to ruin that so that
Show, man. All new show. Probably
Somebody ball
Via
out and do
the-
$111.11.
maybe the Mark Wilson movie sequel. Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe
Anybody
we'll
want to
film
see the
a
Mark Wilson
movie sequel.
Who knows?
Movie sequel? Say, yeah. We want to see it. We want to see more
Mark
of the
Wilson's
Mark Wilson.
Here's what I want,
sequel
Mark
movie.
Wilson. I want you to deep throat an entire sleeve of Oreos. That's
Pause.
future Egghead.
Did you do that?
Deep throat an entire sleeve of Oreos, not throat.
For the rest of your goal, you're not going to deep throat Oreos?
Oh, man.
We don't have any Oreos.
How about this?
You
if
know
we
what?
hit the goal, I'll run to the store really quick, buy Oreos, and you and me will do a deep throat contest.
I don't want to do that.
And just see who can throat the most Oreos.
I'd rather take a zap than do that.
I was just going to see who could deep throat the most Oreos. We don't have to eat them. We just have to deep throat
I would
them.
rather take a zap than even attempt to deep throat an Oreo.
I think I can get about 7 or 8 double stuffed Oreos in my throat.
You're going double stuffed?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll get
Anyway,
regular.
I'm gonna be doing my broadcast in a couple minutes from now. Don't forget to watch, because I'll be on my broadcast doing some crazy shit. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
He has no
This guy
idea what he's
rules.
going to do.
My guy.
Extreme podcasting.
Yeah, I'm here to do some crazy shit. Look, I'm going to tear the tags off of my couch. Say do not remove under penalty of law. I'm breaking the law.
I'm going to drink 2 Coke bottles real quick so I can get my glasses relensed.
And I'll be getting wild, man. Wild. That's right.
Wow.
This is great. Wild, man. Wild.
The Mark Wilson Show. It's always basically a good show to watch because you don't expect what's going to happen on my show.
I have no idea. Yeah, you could turn into a fucking dragon. I'd be like, well, he warned us. We don't know what to expect.
I was going to remix him into a vaporwave promo for my show.
Probably some crazy shit. You got to have yeah, man, we're gonna be doing some crazy shit, man. Oh, yeah.
I feel like Mark Wilson's not allowed around fireworks.
He's not around
for children.
Yeah, he has to live like how far away from a school? It's like 2 miles or something.
Just that choice of eyewear is telling.
Yeah, Mark Wilson, there's no law in place for Mark Wilson. Everybody in his town is like, "Hey, look here, Mark Wilson. If you come within spitting distance of them children, we're gonna call the police."
How about a stone's throw?
No, he's within a spitting's distance.
Right.
That Mark Wilson. He can come within he cannot come within a spitting's distance.
Can he come within a stone's throw?
I think he's allowed within a stone's throw of a child.
Okay. Is he allowed?
He can walk by the library. He just can't go into the motherfucker.
Show starring Mark Wilson himself. He does all his
now he's talking third person.
Stunts and he does it all, man. He knows how to do it, man. Like walking to a say for instance,
So, I got it on good authority. Mark Wilson is the only non-ironic subscriber to Cool Cat.
Oh my God, I love Derek Savage. He was in the front row at the 420 awards.
Yeah, he was clapping.
He bought VIP tickets.
Yeah, Derek Savage is
can't wait to see that ventrilo twist.
Mark Wilson and Derek Savage are inseparable like Egghead and Jeffrey, man. They love each other.
And when we mean inseparable, we mean, his dick in his butthole, right?
Gigantic Easter bunnies. Oh, man. Like an Easter bunny with a machine gun. Like, take his ass out completely, man. Like Easter bunnies. It'll be Easter pretty soon, man, right? Yeah, Easter's coming up pretty
Mark
soon.
Wilson's head is a fucking horror show.
Kill that Easter bunny, man. Hell yeah. Like Easter bunny's like throwing eggs at you. Like, I'm not having that shit. That damn Easter bunny throws eggs at me. He's gonna get his ass kicked, man. Like Easter bunny will get the.
He's threatening Easter bunny, dude. He's threatening. He's like, "Hey, Easter bunny, you better not throw no fucking eggs at me. You get your ass kicked. I'll fuck you up, Easter bunny."
I don't get it.
Me and Mark Savage and Cool Cat will come and fuck you up.
Oh, great pause here. Someone make a meme out of this.
No, man. Someone make an entire line of kids cereal with that on the face, the front of the cover, like the Wheaties backs. That's the future.
How many felony assault charges do you think this guy has?
He at least has indecent exposure somewhere.
Down late on him, man. Oh yeah. Easter bunnies, man. They're like it'll be time to tell the story about the Easter bunny, how he took a shit on people, man.
What?
Okay,
what a weird twist.
He's now in Scatterday Fun Time.
Scatterday.
Yeah. The Scatterday is the Easter, the Saturday before Easter Sunday is Scatterday now.
I think he might actually be my favorite YouTuber now.
I'm telling you, if he delivers any of this in visual form, he is a god.
I'm gonna get really wild.
YouTuber.
Yeah. We're gonna get crazy.
Imagine how he does it. Can you imagine Easter Bunny doing that kind of stuff? Oh my God. Oh my God, Easter Bunny, man. Taking a dump on people. Oh yeah. He'd be taking a dump, all right.
Fucking love this guy.
Well, hold on. Easter bunnies make little poops. They're they're like little raisinets.
But
almost.
Easter Bunny does not. Easter Bunny's got hulking chocolate fucking turtle dumps.
Damn.
Looks like a damn chocolate turtle.
Taking a huge dump. Taking a huge dump, man. That's what the Easter Bunny does. It takes a dump. It goes to the bathroom and takes a dump.
Easter Bunny's dumps look like
Seriously,
big brown
the Easter
peeps.
Bunny does dirty stuff, man. He does.
This might be the best video ever.
We're talking
made.
about a fully automatic fucking armed Easter Bunny here. He's got to take large shits.
It's really
easily.
It's some nasty stuff, man. Goes to the bathroom and take a dump, man. That's what he does. He goes to the bathroom.
Literally, everybody goes to the bathroom to take a dump. That's not crazy.
But Easter Bunny does it in a crazy way.
In the bathroom, yeah. And then he uses wet wipes instead of dry toilet paper, and then he washes his hands up to his wrists.
Savage.
For 5 minutes.
Easter Bunny's got TP?
Oh yeah, Easter Bunny.
No wonder he's armed.
Is he going to get one of those pocket bidets?
I wonder
is
what
the
Easter's
question.
going to be like this Corona season.
And takes a dump. A big dump, man. That's what he does. When the Easter Bunny takes a dump, he thinks of the Mark Wilson show. I don't know, probably the Easter Bunny would be like, yeah, I'm gonna take a dump. Oh yeah. It was the funniest show on TV. The Easter Bunny show, starring Mark Wilson. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
That was like a
Well, he looked-
tequila laugh.
That was a master level evil laugh.
He looked evil as fuck right after, too.
Messed up,
The
man.
FBI
Like,
isn't investigating this guy for something. They're not doing their goddamn jobs.
Yeah, that's probably because they turned it over to Chris Hansen, if I'm being honest.
Damn.
He's a failure. You know, he's selling some false coronavirus cure type.
I mean, he
Chris Hansen?
looks
I
like
believe it.
he looks like
He
he
has
was
an affiliate.
promoting it.
He has-
There was an affiliate link.
Yeah, there was a link.
Oh no! I didn't know there was an affiliate
Dude,
link.
that was an infomercial.
Well, it was a bit.
It was. Have you ever seen those infomercials that are like made to look like a news show?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
dumb, gullible people will watch this thinking they're watching the news,
Yeah.
but it's all about this product that everyone needs to buy.
Yeah.
That's what the Chris Hansen show about coronavirus was.
Hi.
He pretended he was informing the public, but it was just all about this one miracle product that if you use, it'll kill the coronavirus.
Which
or-
it's not. It's not approved for that.
Jeff Holiday did a video that
Yeah, a lot of people are looking into that right now too, and it's looking like Chris Hansen will probably get away with it because he's Chris Hansen.
because
It's
he
YouTube.
because he interviewed child predators.
Yeah.
He had nothing to do with anything on that show other than the actual interview. And you know what? He was good at that. But people act like he's an FBI agent. I've literally seen people tweet, "Hey, Chris Hansen, arrest this one guy who's a predator." It's like he can't do shit.
He's a TV host, idiot.
Right, and he's not even that anymore. He's a drama streamer on YouTube.
Hi, this is Chris Hansen, and I'm here live with Mark Wilson. Mark Wilson, you said the Easter Bunny was taking shits? Yeah. The Easter Bunny was doing big dumps, man. Big, wild, crazy dumps. Interesting. Now, was this at Onision's house?
Have you seen his views that are, for his videos that are not about Onision? Yeah. Yeah.
A show based on fucking Easter bunnies, man. They're all fucking having fucking seizures and shit. Okay,
Wait,
that's enough
Easter
for the
Bunny's
video.
having seizures now, or
See you on my broadcast, guys. See you later. Goodbye.
Bye, Mark
Goodbye.
Wilson. Somebody like and subscribe to that for me.
The
Holy
Easter
fuck.
Bunny has a seizure, goes to the bathroom, and takes a shit. Gold.
Yeah.
And he's
Sign me
fully
up.
armed, right?
Yeah, he's got an AR-15. He's taking massive. He's taking massive Technicolor dumps. Every dump looks like it's been dyed like an Easter egg. I love it.
I saw Rev said on Twitter that he loves us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daisy Rabbit says you dudes are obsessed with this, and I figured out why. Why, Daisy Rabbit? Why?
We're obsessed with
Let
him?
us know. Let us know why.
We're obsessed with him because we talked about him for a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's an obsession, Ben.
That's an obsession?
I just want to know why. Daisy Rabbit says that she knows why, and I want to know why because I don't even know why.
I'm interested to know.
I don't even know why I'm obsessed with Chris Hansen. I think it's.
I didn't even
because-
know I was.
Oh, I mean, obviously,
Help me become
you are
self-aware.
Obvious.
Of my Chris Hansen
I just need to know
obsession.
why now. Why?
I see you brought Dr. Pepper and condoms. That was always kind of funny.
I see you brought Dr. Pepper and condoms. Were you planning on doing a science experiment or a 13-year-old? Oh. Well, that's a decoy, right? So they're legal.
So technically, she
Can I still go back there with the decoy? You can have my Dr. Pepper. Sir, no. Oh, okay.
I think I saw one where one of the perpetrators was wearing Crocs. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, the cool thing about having sex with kids is no. Stop.
Oh my God!
Stop.
Stop.
Stop. Crocs are in fashion. What? No. Crocs are gonna be mad that I made that joke. Crocs does categorically denies being in fashion for pedophiles. That is not the Croc way. Then who the fuck is wearing Crocs? Who's wearing Crocs?
Hey guys, what's up? Josh Fairstein here. As you're tuning in, check this out. I tested positive. Let me explain.
Okay,
Look,
explain.
I realize that we're all going through a very dark, troubling, and tumultuous time. I realize that there's a lot of people that are watching this live that are confused, they're frustrated, they don't know what's going on, they're looking at the news, and everybody is afraid. But I need you to know, I tested positive. What do I mean tonight? I'm telling you what I mean. I mean that even in a dark time, even in a time that is filled with fear and filled with negativity, I went to the Word of God and I tested positive, because when I get in the Word of God, I begin to get faith for my situation. Look, I realize that a lot of you are going through a dark place, but I need you to know today that if you got to stop listening to the fake news and get.
So this guy's name is Josh Fierstein.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's got a big fat head like Fred Flintstone, and his last name translated from German is Flintstone.
Oh,
Firestone.
no.
Are you fucking
or
kidding me?
Firestone.
And he believes in a prehistoric technology.
He's Fred Durst and Kevin James's love child.
Yeah,
Do you
I've seen him in this car with his red hat on backwards,
Yeah.
fucking screaming at the camera. Yeah.
Do you
In
think
the
when he
real
runs places, his feet go?
Yeah.
News, because this is where the positivity lies. If you're going to listen to everything else, it's nothing but darkness, it's nothing but dreariness, it's nothing but fear and panic. But when you get in the Word of God, you test positive on this thing called life. Now, listen to the verse that I was reading here. It said, "For he endured the shame of the cross for the joy that was set before him." What am I telling you tonight? Is
What are you
that
telling
God
us?
took an ugly thing like the cross, a place that was used to embarrass people and shame them and kill them and crucify them, and now that same cross is something that is beautiful. It is celebrated and it is esteemed and it is hung on the side of church buildings, and people love the cross today. It's a beautiful thing, a place of salvation, a place of hope.
Well, I think that there's a lot of bad behind that cross now. I think we should take them down and start using them to put the bad people back up on the stocks. If you are a Christian and you take advantage of your Christianity and take advantage of other people because of it, that cross should come off of your church.
That's
You
not
should
a
be
sweet
hung on
boy
the
thing
fucker.
to do.
I mean, it's
no
a
sweet
good boy
boys.
thing to do.
But you got to realize that in Jesus' day, it was a place of embarrassment, shame, and crucifixion. What am I trying to tell you? Is that God can turn a negative into a positive. That he can take that.
This is all just wordplay here.
Turd play.
Yes. So we're at a cool
Less than
700.
100 to go. Come on, guys. Also, is Josh's ancestors kid fuckers?
I don't know the
I
answer to
fucking-
that.
I hate that this dude lives like a town over from me.
Really?
Oh, no.
Yeah, he lives in Fountain Hills, Arizona. I'm in Phoenix. It's a really nice area, but
you guys got some weird religious people there, because like Steven Anderson is in Arizona too. Pastor Steven Anderson, that guy's a wacko.
For every hot cosplay chick we have here, we get like 2 of him.
Fair trade.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the guy that like started the tell your Starbucks barista to put Merry Christmas on your cups,
Yes.
right?
Yep. That was one of his popular videos.
Which is dark and dreary, and make it beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to know this. Whatever you're going through tonight, Jesus has an answer. I know that there's some of you that are afraid because you're living paycheck to paycheck, but I need to remind you that he will supply all of your needs. I realize that there's some of you that are worried that you're going to get sick, but I need to remind you that positively he's a healer. I need those of you that are worried that you're not going to have any money. He's your supplier. He is your joy.
All right, I'm done with him. I'm moving on to the next thing.
He's not giving us the check, motherfucker. God damn.
No.
And I need to remind you, when you get that $1,200 check, don't send it to DP, send it to me, Josh Fierstein. Well, I disagree, guys. Don't send it to Josh Fierstein, send it to DP.
Here's our buddy Kinky Joe.
Boy Sparkle.
Kinky Joe. We call him Kinky Joe. I think he went by Joe Jinky at one point. And he denied like that Sandy Hook happened and that kind of shit. Here he is talking about the coronavirus. He was on a boomer dating site, and he got kicked off of it for like being an asshole.
When people start talking about this coronavirus going around the world and around the United States, I have to wonder how much of this is the swine flu, the bird flu, pick your animal, now that's a coronavirus. The word corona tells me that it's a virus that's spread by casual contact.
No, it's a virus that burns you like the sun. The coronavirus.
You touch something with your finger and then you rub your eye. And maybe you contract it that way. I don't know how it's spread. I'm just guessing.
So why make a video about it?
But I do know that
I did zero research. Please listen to my point of view.
Right.
It's a coof disease, dude. You coof on people and then they fucking get sick.
Coof.
it's not worth panicking over this. They say more than 95,000 people around the world have been infected by an outbreak of the novel coronavirus.
Now it's over 300,000.
And more than 3,200.
Yeah, and this is an article from March 6th.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
100 have died.
Over triple.
Well, a virus is a virus. It's like a flu virus. It's like other viruses. And
No. Well, I mean, viruses all share common characteristics, but when a new virus comes along, we don't know anything about it. Flu viruses, we have vaccines for that shit. We have that mostly under control.
HIV is a virus, and it doesn't just go away.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that virus attacks your immune system, the part of your body that normally kills a virus. It actively attacks your way of killing a virus.
And people die every year of the flu. They die because they don't practice common sense methods of avoiding contact with public germs.
You can't see germs, dumbass. Like, you can't see them. You can't be like, oh, there's a germ, I'll avoid it. Like, anybody could have it. Anybody could have the influenza virus. I mean, and the people who die from it just are susceptible. They have pre-existing conditions, or they just get a really, really bad case of it that hits them really bad. That happens too. So.
And
this guy's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he
as
is.
a result, people die. For instance, when you're going into a store, you take your, I won't name any stores, but you walk up to here's the glass and aluminum door with a handle, and you have to grab that handle and pull that door open. Do you do it with your bare hand? I don't. I carry some napkins in my pocket.
You think napkins are enough? I mean, like, you think that protects you?
Okay, some napkins in my pocket.
Yeah. Napkins will not protect you.
Then I put the napkins back in my pocket so I can open more doors with them.
Or
And
if
I'm
I have-
careful to make sure I grab the right side of the napkin and not the one that touched the door.
A long sleeve jacket on or something, I'll stretch my sleeve over my hand and use the sleeve
What the fuck does that
to
do?
grab the
They
door
don't
handle
cough
and
into
pull it
my
open.
sleeve?
Also on the other side, pushing the door open, you may think you're not touching the handle, but how many human hands have touched that glass right there where you're laying your entire palm on the glass to push the door open?
Damn, he's got
And
it.
then, your eye itches and you itch your eye. Well, whatever was on that glass is going into your eye.
Damn it.
This guy's
You know.
cultivated by facts and logic.
Common sense stuff.
He's the fact machine.
If the coronavirus is going around, first of all, you avoid large crowds, which I suspect, and you can put your tinfoil hat on here. It's just a convenient thing.
Oh, damn. You took your hood down. I was going to point out something.
That I look like Joy Sparkles. I'm Boy Sparkles.
Boy Sparkles. Yeah, you gotta like hold your mouth open and like let your tongue hang out of your mouth ever so slightly.
Boy
Like Jabba the
Sparkles.
Hutt.
All right, let's read the new Streamlabs and then we'll move on to stupid ads here.
Brand new Streamlabs. Everybody got screen grabs of me and Joy Sparkles together. Killer 99 said the pink hoodie makes Billy look like Joy Sparkle. Hey, what a $2 donation from 6 minutes ago. Where'd Ben get that idea for that funny joke?
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Killer 99 gave us a donation 6 minutes ago that said the pink hoodie makes Billy look like Joy Sparkle.
I didn't see that. I saw someone mention it in the regular chat.
Eduardo Garcia, thank you for that big 27, getting us up
Don't
over
let the
$700.
streak die. Keep rolling,
Yes!
rolling. What?
Rolling. What? Thank you, Dildo the Penetrator.
Less than 80.
Yeah, we are 10% of the way to Heaven's Gate.
Does that mean we have to wear cool shoes and commit suicide?
It's cool. Get the cool shoe shine. Thomas Muldorf says, looks like a boomer soy boy face. Got him. Goose Juices came in. My top 5 impression that Ben does. 1, Shanny. 2, Rev. 3, Obama. 4, Jerry Lewis. 5, Brett Keane.
You like my Brett Keane? Most people hate that.
Oh.
Thank you, though. Thanks for the compliment.
Chigro said the white hairs on his beard almost look like mandibles. That was for fucking Wilson, whatever his name
My
was.
Jerry Lewis is literally just, nice lady!
Hi.
Hi, nice lady! Oh, awesome pepper!
Kayla
Pretty good, though.
727 gave us a dono and some love. Chigro cheered on the DP bot, and Satan got us up to that $666.66 mark. And Dragon of the West says, the way the simps react to Neko's having a boyfriend is the exact way Japanese idol fans react when they find out their favorite has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
They will tear up their memorabilia of the idol. Japan did simps before it was cool.
I heard that the main audience of the Japanese idols are all like normally very awkward men, like young adult men, 20s and 30s, and the age range of these idols are usually like as young as 15, maybe even younger sometimes. And yeah, they have to sign contracts. They're not allowed to date anybody or do anything bad. They have to have this squeaky clean image so that these weird dudes can pretend like they're their boyfriends. It's really weird. Really fucking weird.
Yeah. Hypothesis said, any chance of introducing a BattleBot division at the next ActualMania? I don't know who could go up against the Drunken Peasants bot, like fucking Wall-E, RoboCop. Like who would R2D2? I don't know who could take on the bot. Chigro also said the no more than one cock rule said.
Huh?
That's what Chigro said. That's a Chigro. That's Chigro right there. All right. And we are $72.34 away from complete fucking freedom.
Time for
stupid commercials.
Yeah.
This is a segment we pull out of our asses every now and then. It used to just be us watching infomercials, and we'd try to guess the price before it would come up, but now it's just old commercials. And I found, someone sent this to me. It's something we talked about last night on the show.
Uh-oh.
Here's a commercial for a restaurant that I wish I would have eaten at. It's no longer around because its spokesman is no longer with us.
Ben, I got something for you. Remember that time that you and me went to Mean Gene's Burgers in Portland?
We didn't. I wish.
Hey gang, you know me as a stand-up guy who never backs down from a tough interview. Well, now I'm going toe-to-toe with the big burger boys with my Mean Gene Burgers. And this is your chance to order a Mean Gene t-shirt. Mean Gene's Burgers.
The burger that says, "Bite me."
Wear it to work, to a party, to your next court appearance, wherever you want to make a real fashion statement. Call the number on your screen and order yours now.
Call now to order your Mean Jeans t-shirt for just $19.95 plus shipping and handling.
Wow. 1995 in the 90s. Pretty out there. You know, is this true? Did Kenny Rogers die?
Yeah.
Yeah, last night.
31.
He died and he had the best rotisserie chicken, man.
Kenny Rogers Roasters?
Yes. It was like crack.
Yep. I'm sure the chicken lives on somewhere.
Got it.
You know, there are still Kenny Rogers Roasters in Asia. There are some in South Korea. There are none left in North America.
There used to be one in Linwood, I remember when I was young. And I never went because my parents were particular.
What, they didn't like the Kenny Rogers Roasters?
No, they had a particular set of restaurants they'd go out to.
They hated his fucking songs, so they didn't eat his chicken.
No, it had nothing to do with that. We just didn't really. My mom probably actually went to Kenny Rogers Roasters,
dude,
on her own.
So Kenny Rogers started it with the former CEO of KFC,
John Y. Brown Jr.
It still exists. See, here's the area currently served: Malaysia, the Philippines, China, Indonesia, India, Bangladesh. I've never even heard.
Dude, we gotta go
Brunei?
to Phuket. We gotta go to
Cambodia,
Phuket.
Dubai, and Thailand, aka fuck it.
We gotta go to Phuket.
They have a fuck it location.
In Thailand, you could fuck it. We gotta go to Thailand.
They have cities in Thailand called Bangkok and fuck it.
Yeah.
And seriously.
And the place you want to go to is Pattaya. That's where you could Bangkok and fuck it.
It's so fucked up that it's a restaurant named after a famous country singer from back in the day, like old school country singer.
Yeah.
And there's none in the United States. They're all in Asia.
They used to be here.
Right. There's the Seinfeld episode about it where like
It was
Kramer,
good as fuck.
You've never seen that? Okay, so there's like
don't
they
remember
build a Kenny Rogers Roasters across the street, like right across the street from their apartment building, and the neon sign is like so bright it's
Yeah, I
shining
remember
right
the
through
neon
Kramer's
sign.
window.
Yeah.
And he ends up getting addicted to the Kenny Rogers Roasters, and he's like trying to sleep at night, but he can't ignore it because like the light shines through the window, so he like goes and eats more of it. It's pretty great.
That's funny.
Man, Kenny Rogers Roasters. There was one in Saginaw. Man, R.I.P. Kenny Rogers, man.
God,
Mean
no
Gene,
wind to toast
R.I.P.
'em.
Mean Gene, too.
No wind to roast 'em.
This is a toy that I had when I was a kid, right here.
Captain Power has come to TV, and you can be part of it.
Yes.
Oh, I remember this.
It was an interactive TV show. Actually, it's one of the highest budget TV shows of the time.
Really?
Yes.
What are you doing? Aim the PowerJet XT7. Fire invisible beams at the television target.
And a lot of, like, activist groups that hated, like, inappropriate shit on TV attacked this show because it was kind of weirdly violent, even though there was no blood and gore. And they were like, oh, you're marketing it to kids. And it is true, like, the TV show was kind of more made for adults, but then they were selling these toys. Well, while you were watching the live show, you could like shoot your lasers at things and gain points. It was kind of weird. And if you got hit too many times, the like the ejection seat would go off and your little action figure would fly out of the jet.
And score. Or be hit.
Remember this at all.
fires back. No kidding. Captain Power versus Lord Dread.
I don't believe it.
Believe it, short human. The power of the future.
Maybe we should watch this on one of our like reviews sometime.
Maybe.
Is
We
in
have that
your
little gun
hands.
thing?
You know what? I had it.
Believe it.
Captain Power jetting figure sold separately. Batteries not included.
Dude, I recognize the logo, but nothing else.
I remember this when I was a little bucko. I couldn't obviously get it because we were too poor. But what I did have was memories of the commercial.
I'm an M&M's
Was it
plain
like a video
chocolate
game,
center.
or-
And I'm a roasted peanut. And he's the M&M's candies man. Who dunks
fuck?
M&M's? Who dunks M&M's? In chocolate, take a guess. In chocolate, can
Is
you
this a
guess?
total
Who
Dick
covers
Van Dyke
M&M's
ripoff?
candy so there is no chocolate mess? The
Willy
M&M's
Wonka?
man. The M&M's man. The M&M's man. And he adds a lot of love to make it all taste good. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Wow, they've had that logo or that slogan for a long time.
Was it?
You know, Sammy Davis Jr. wrote the Candyman song.
Candyman can. Yeah.
That's old as
There's
fuck.
only one peppermint gum that's too good to chew, and guess who makes it?
Peppermint gum that's too good to chew.
It's hard to believe that this is what advertising was at one point. It's so out of touch. Like, no one would want to buy this product by watching this.
Peppermint taste
What? A woman sucking on something?
Freudian sort of a sexual
Yeah,
intention.
it's 100% Freudian sexual. Just suck on it and swallow. Oh, snap. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
hot now.
Let your hair down, baby. Chew that gum.
That's when the acid kicked in.
Chew my cum like bubble gum.
The fuck's on her chin?
It's cum shot.
Last year, 6 million people bought
She's
a
spitting blood.
refrigerator.
It's so good.
One year
Wait,
too
what is this
soon.
shit? What is this shit supposed to be, Ben?
Introducing
this
the
shit?
new refrigerator from Maytag. Buy one now, and if it stops working before the year 2000, we'll buy it back.
What? There's no way they honored this shit.
See your Maytag dealer for details.
When this came out, probably like 89, so 12 years?
I don't think it was 89. It's
See a
pre-
Maytag
it's like
repairman
85.
in our commercials. The new refrigerator from Maytag. The dependability people.
Even in the year 3000.
What? Don't you dare do it. Don't you do it.
The answer will be in a package that saves energy, nutrients, and
No, they're gonna fuck her with that corn? No! Why are they so phallic? She's gonna get fucked. Oh, the whole can's going inside.
Even in the year 3000.
Like a can of corn.
We see the brilliance of food in cans.
That was weird.
Did you ever see the weird baby commercial that's like with the woman in it and they talk about I think I might have watched this on the Altered Perspective instead. Check out this commercial. It's kind of creepy by today's standards.
There's one person nobody can resist, and that's a baby. So love made baby soft, with the innocent scent of a cuddly, clean baby that grew up very sexy, informing bath, body lotion, body powder, and body mist. So innocent it may well be the sexiest fragrance around.
Back before
Loves
diaper
baby
fetishes
soft,
were a thing.
because innocence is sexier than you think.
Maybe
For
she's
your
the
baby
cutting edge.
At Christmas.
For your baby for Christmas.
I'll be right back. I gotta go use the bathroom.
So the one before this was a robot just trying to sling unlicensed
Yeah.
canned food or something. And
Yeah.
then
So the robot's like, "Fuck
no
me with the
audio.
corn."
And just
Fuck me with
There's
the
a lot
corn
of-
cob. It will
there's a
come
lot of
out a
80s
can of
commercials.
food.
What is this?
Oh, what? No, we gotta watch this.
What the hell?
I think it's a
Oh,
Japanese
dude.
Sony commercial.
I was just gonna say Sony had those fucked up PlayStation 3 commercials forever ago.
This should be from the 80s. These are supposed to be like weird 80s commercials.
All this great fabric material.
It's hard to tell a Japanese commercial from 30 years ago and one that was made today.
This was 90s.
Yeah, it had to have been because CDs, unless they got CDs earlier in Japan. They might have.
You can just tell by the production quality it was 90s.
A technological marvel. Computerized, digitalized, civilized. The new 300ZX, powered by a new turbocharged V6. This sports car is awesome.
Come alive, come inside. Major motion.
At your Datsun dealer.
The USA had CDs in the early 80s. Yeah, these are all supposed to be 80s commercials.
I don't know.
Is this Aretha Franklin?
Yup.
Sit back, Aretha. We'll get the gas.
Sit back, Urethra.
Urethra?
They call her Urethra.
Come on, what's the Queen of Soul know about gasoline?
Baby, nothing. My car knows.
Why do more drivers rate Amoco Premium Lead-Free the highest quality gasoline? Your car knows.
Back up, boy. Let the lady drive.
Did you ever notice that just when you think you see the whole picture, the picture changes?
Oh, snap.
Fucking mind blown.
Technology from a company called TRW lets us look at our world in fresh ways. Because there's more to everything than meets the eye.
No way.
Tomorrow is taking shape.
No way.
At a company called TRW.
Fuck you.
What is TRW?
I don't know, they pissed me off. They made an enemy.
Yeah.
TRW made an enemy tonight. Fuck you, TRW.
I want to look it up.
I hope they're out of business, and I hope they crash and burned. I hope all their stocks got sold.
I'm the robot with the blank can. There was no brand or anything. It's like, just eat canned food.
TRW Inc. was an American corporation involved in a variety of businesses, mainly aerospace, automotive, and credit reporting.
What?
It was a pioneer in multiple fields, including electronic components, integrated circuits, computers, software, and systems engineering. It was based out of Euclid, Ohio, which is in the Cleveland area. And looks like it went defunct in... it was founded in 1901 and went defunct in 2002.
Light through a prism, the color spectrum was born. Now, General Electric filters light through a blue glass infused with the rare earth metal neodymium. And a remarkable color spectrum is born for TV. GE NeoVision. It lets more color out and less room light in for our greatest range of colors yet. GE NeoVision. It puts color in a whole new light.
Okay.
I
Fuck
prefer
you,
commercials
too.
like this, honestly, though.
美しさを求めて
Another Japanese one.
に出る動物は人間ぐらいじゃないのかな。
Do something, Sony.
見たいものだけを録画するビデオだからここまでの高画質が求められる。人が初めて見る美しさを実現しました。
Again with the dial.
ハイバンドベータプロ2新発売。
Fuck you.
It's a Sony.
It began as genius and grew to be legend and has become at long last the most advanced production car on the planet.
You've never seen
So good, dude.
A new
Is it a
Chevrolet
Nissan?
Corvette like never
Chevrolet
before.
Corvette.
Oh, it's a Corvette? Holy shit. It's weird that Corvettes used to look like
Corvette's
this.
superb in its engineering and technology and defiant in its performance. Feel the performance of the world's first computer-activated manual transmission.
When you don't have performance between your legs, you can have it at your footstep.
Computer-activated manual transmission.
A Corvette with never-before-available unidirectional turbine fin wheels and tires individually engineered for all four corners.
Motherfucker.
I want one.
You can only drive it if you're a member of Daft Punk.
liquid crystal displays.
Liquid crystal. Now we just
LCD.
call that LCD. Yeah, man, an LCD was like colorless and shit.
English or metric, all updated 16 times every operating second.
I love the the chorus singing in the background.
Yeah.
You've never learned.
We should give this to Hannibal, and Hannibal just make a fucking sick ass beat out of it.
Hannibal the beat animal.
Have the new Corvette. We could sell it to Corvette for 2021. Have a daddy soda on me, boys. Thank you, Zwick, the editor. Everybody, if you want to get those twos in, the two train, our guest sent one in.
Is Wick.
Get it going. But thank you.
Separately engineered for sound that's out of this world. The most advanced production car on the planet is now called Corvette. Chevrolet
so good.
is taking charge.
It is good.
In the beginning, there was only one man.
Hold on, is this our intro?
Yeah.
And one woman. Now there still is. Man by Jovan. The most masculine aftershave cologne ever.
Yeah.
Woman by Jovan. The concentrated
Do the two bottles fit together?
I bet you they fit
sense
together.
of total femininity.
I like how the woman
Experience
one
the fragrances.
has the fucking
Then
vaginal
experience the
divot,
timeless
and the man
feeling
one
that
has
there
the
is but
pecker
one
divot.
man and one woman
Pecker divot?
in all the
Yeah.
Little bottles fucking, y'all.
Let those bottles fuck real quick, though, Jovan, you sicko. 1978, it says? What the fuck is this?
Come on, old trademark. Time for your walk. Where will you take me?
No way.
Sure wish you could talk. I know what you'd tell me.
That was probably when they
How
had
your
the
family
copyright for
began
the
with
name
the
of that
same
cologne.
Levi's blue jeans worn by this man. Hey, here comes more Levi's, red, yellow, and blue. Free wheel.
These narrators of these commercials are just ridiculous.
They're
Blink
so
kiddos are
serious.
Yeah.
wearing them too. And what a surprise. Look who's been window shopping for clothes. Yeah, a gal in her Levi's instinctively knows
Goddamn
of your
broads,
special appeal.
window shopping.
Enough of this kissing, little registered Mark. Time that we meet some guys by the
We
park.
should get
dressed in
all
your
these
newest.
like best commercials. Find like the best commercials to watch while you're on drugs, and do an entire private show where we're just on like mushrooms watching these style
You
commercials.
wouldn't take mushrooms.
For maybe one private show if we got like hit like a major goal, like some.
What if you like wigged out or something?
I don't. Then I'd cry and die. I don't fucking know.
Edition. Sums it up right there. Levi.
I mean, like, I've taken mushrooms multiple times, and there was one night I had mushrooms, and I was like, yeah, I'll stream all night. I'll eat these mushrooms. And I ate them, and I got like 15 minutes in, and my mind could not stop thinking about how fucking crazy it was that so many people were watching me trip on mushrooms. And I was like, I can't do this. Like, I literally ended the stream. I could not do it. And I have experience with it. So, I don't know.
Sportswear.
Pretty bad.
Hey, trademark.
I took too many. If I would have like taken a little bit, I probably would have been okay. I've done a whole
Ease it
stream
in.
on LSD before, so
We'd
I
have
don't
to
know.
curate the entire episode so that we could just hit play when we start to trip, and then just sit there and watch and react. And when the shit like this comes on, it'd be like,
I think since I have to run the stream, if I take anything, it'd have to be a very small amount. You should take the trip dosage, because all you got to do is sit there and talk and react to shit.
Yeah, the
I
chaperone
think
him.
we should just have it autoplay, and then we'll just talk over it.
This looks like the place where tomorrows begin. Your family's future. Sure looks like it should. That's right, little trademark. Levi's don't have to be blue. Just have to be good.
Have to be good. Maybe we'll do it live from Colorado. Because it's legal
Every
there.
new idea becomes a new reason to go on some kind of
'Cause it's
trip
legal there.
for him.
We can do it legally in Colorado.
I don't care.
In the MaxFly DDH, a revolution in golf ball design, with large dimples for more distance, small dimples for more control. So perfect, it's the longest and most accurate of the leading tour balls. Take your game where it's
Your
never
balls
been.
have dimples in them.
MaxFly DDH.
DDH.
Without their nameplates, you might not know one 5-passenger sedan from another. But take a good, hard look at this car.
Okay.
Cars used to be so boxy. you
That was
know?
the 80s look, right?
Yeah.
You'll find it has more standard power
They
than
started
most cars
banging
in
them
its class.
bitches out in the
More
90s
room
and
inside
loaning them
than
out.
any
the
car in its
chorus
class.
and everything.
And it
Like a
comes
fucking
with one
bubble.
of the best new car warranties anywhere. Just what kind of a car is this? It's the new Renault Medallion. Surprised? I imagine the competition will be too.
No, yeah.
Renault? I don't even know. 1988 Renault?
Yeah. I'm going to go down in history books to say the competition wasn't too surprised. The Renault Medallion. What say you? Are you surprised at this bland fucking car? Yes.
That's boring as fuck by 80 standards.
What if I told you it was the Reginald Stallion?
The Reginald Stallion.
At Sony, we'd never say never. Or we could never have made our best Trinitron picture better. Or developed a stereo sound system with impeccable fidelity.
Yeah!
Or a
Rock
system
out,
with access
man!
to every video signal. And we could never have created the ultimate Trinitron inside.
All right, so we've already gone over our normal time. We're going to go longer and probably not do a post show because we don't want to do like a super long show and then a post show after.
We're going overtime.
So if you guys could please help us reach the goal, that would be much appreciated. Thank you so much.
We're going overtime, baby.
Sony introduces Trinitron XBR, the one some said we could never make.
Speed
I love these
and
commercials.
distance. We've challenged them and won. But air travel means air traffic. So Bendix developed an MLS landing system. Multi-lane highways in the sky.
I love how they explain technology in the 80s.
Help planes land sooner, saving time and fuel.
They should do a bunch of those ads from like the 50s when they were baby boomer and all that shit, like kitchenware and stuff.
Have you ever seen the ad where the Flintstones are smoking cigarettes?
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Hey, Barn, you know what I like? Lung cancer. Ha ha ha. That's how the dinosaurs died. They were smoking Newports, Camel Crushers, and shit like that. And they got glass in their throat and passed out. But us humans, we get a good buzz off of it. That's why we survived the apocalypse.
The power of ingenuity.
Hey, Barn.
Out of
Hey,
the
wait,
past
is that-
into a
is
thousand
that-
tomorrows comes
is
a
that
car made of the
Toyota?
right stuff. The 1982 Toyota Celica, aerodynamically conceived to be efficient, not just different. Its new wedge
I used
shape
to have a
with retractable
Celica.
headlights cheats the wind for a performance not even reached in many sports cars.
couldn't
the
fit in the
1982
fucker.
Toyota Celica,
sold it.
the right stuff for the right time, right now.
Mine was a 79 or 78 Celica.
First, someone gets an idea. Then someone else may look at it differently. Even add a thought or two.
Okay.
Technology from a company called TRW helps ideas get
Fuck
around.
you, TRW.
Because
Don't you
getting
tell
an
me you
idea from
invented
one place to
butterflies.
another
You can't tell me you invented butterflies,
as
dude.
important
They
as
existed
getting an
before
idea.
1901, dude.
Tomorrow is taking shape.
Don't
At a
you
company
dare
called
claim butterflies, TRW.
Your enemy's back.
The all-new Ford Lasers. Have you seen how different they look? The shape? The style?
The style?
Have you got behind the wheel?
Have you ever
and
gotten
driven
laid
one?
in a hatchback? Put the back seat down, it's like a small bed you can drive around. Lay her in the back of it and let her finger your butt a bit.
The all-new Ford Laser.
Ford Laser.
The Ford Laser.
Cool, man.
That's the end of the commercials.
She can't really see my circumcision scar in the back of this Ford Laser, thanks to the front lighting.
Ford had a lot of weird names. Like, remember the Ford Probe? You ever seen that car
Yeah.
before?
The Ford Probe.
Yeah.
We're from the
Did
future.
Ford also have the Pinto?
Yes.
Is that Yeah. Weird name for a car. Pinto.
Say my name, say my name.
Say it.
When I am a Fajo is around you. Say, baby, I love
It's a
you.
French name.
If you ain't running game, say my name, say my name. I am a Fajo. I said it. I said it.
Hell yeah.
It might be pronounced I am a fagot. Slain Hope. Here's some toilet paper money. Wiping asses. Wiping asses and passing classes.
We need some DPTP. Like
DPTP.
It's a gold mine.
Is it a gold mine?
Yeah, right now, the inflated cost of TP.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell everybody my ebook about how to make toilet paper out of nothing.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to have some we'll get a cheap paper mill in Brazil, cut down some trees in the Amazon rainforest. There's tons of fucking trees there. Who gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
And then we can make that into DPTP, and it'll have the DP logo on it.
I got an idea. Got an idea. Let's cut our hair and turn and weave it into toilet paper for everybody. We got long hair, dude. Everybody can wipe their ass with our hair. We can go around having really cool haircuts now. It'd be like that scene in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, where the fucking Kenneth cuts his fucking hair, and Kenny cuts his hair and becomes Kenneth.
Instead of Rapunzel, we're Rapoopsel.
Yeah.
People are saying play the chimp out video if we reach the goal.
No, we're never playing that again.
Okay.
We're never playing that again. You said people are saying that. It's just spec. It's just
Are you
spec.
implying Spec's not a person?
A little bit. Spec might be a computer.
Are you just discriminating against Spec because Spec is non-binary?
No, I'm discriminating against spec because spec is fucking non-tistic.
Oh, so you're bullying the mentally ill.
No, I'm bullying the person that constantly says the N-word and points fingers at me saying I'm racist. That's the person I'm bullying.
You literally just said, I'm racist.
They say I'm racist. Spec says it all the time. Points
Now
fingers.
Spec's going to clip out just the part where you say, I'm racist.
I don't care. This is the thing. Spec. I consider you a friend. And I let you pick on me like I let all my friends pick on me. But it doesn't mean I don't notice. You could have been a sweet them. You chose to be a Sour Patch Kid.
So, yeah, we're $55 away from the goal.
Yeah.
So what do you guys have going on both of your respective shows coming up here? Anything planned?
We just had on nfhcpodcast.com a week or two ago. We had Asterios on as a guest. It was fun times. We had Grant here, his other host of his Thought Cops. We had him on last night. Just trying to get more guests and get out there a little more. I had to quickly put the show together last night because I was suspected to be in close contact with somebody whose relative might have tested positive. So I quarantined up here, but then it turned out that his test came back negative today. So that's pretty cool news, I guess. So, yeah.
Let's see. Most recent episode of Thought Cops, I believe, was the one with this guy, Limited Breadsticks, on Twitter. If you Google his name, Limited Breadsticks, Chicago comedian, has a pretty good following. Has a pretty good Twitter account. You should all follow it. I believe that's the most recent one. The next one to come out is with Garrett from Mega 64 and Brian from Mega 64. So that'll be cool.
Man. Oh.
Pickles the fridge. Yeah, is that Jordan Cult? Or is that somebody else? I'm trying to find this Limited Breadsticks account.
This tip is from our cat, Pickles the Fridge.
I believe it's Limitless Jest. I think is at Limitless Jest.
Oh, okay. All right.
That kind of sounds like Endless Jess.
He's limitless.
The world is going to shit have money.
Mr. Naughty Priest coming through. Thank you, Mr. Naughty Priest.
That's a rare appearance from Mr. Naughty Priest in the
Streamlabs.
Streamlabs.
He usually only does Super Chat.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Naughty Priest.
Thank you, Mr. Naughty Priest. That was awesome.
That, you know what that means? We're going to have another episode next Saturday.
Yes.
And Egghead will get his rematch next Saturday.
Who's the guest next Saturday? Let's see.
Hey, Egghead will get his rematch for the Cringerweight title, and I really hope he takes this stinky thing off of my shoulders. Mr. Naughty Priest coming through. Mega64 and I are from the same area in San Diego. We worked with a lot of the same people, says Matt Jarbo. What's up, Matt? How you doing?
Matt Jarbo.
Young Matt Jarbo.
Young Matt Jarbo.
How you doing in the apocalypse, Matt? I'm doing pretty well. Nobody asked because I just tell things before people have the chance to ask them, so I understand.
Coming up next week on the 24th, Tuesday the 24th, I fucking heard
That was a good fart.
You motherfucker. He farts constantly
I
in
did-
this little room.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday, we have Calm Down Level Up and Asterios. They will both be joining us. And then on the 26th, we got Hellbent and Tommy C.
Tommy C.
Yeah, Tommy
Nice.
C. At our normal time, too. He said since he's quarantined,
Hell yeah.
he can come on, our normal time.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So we got him. We don't have a Saturday guest booked yet, but we'll figure that out. I got to start booking next month now, too. But, yeah, cool. We never had Tommy C on before.
Yeah, I've been talking
He's
to him
old
for a
school.
while. Yeah, I've been talking to him for a while about him coming on, and it's like weird timing.
I just randomly messaged him
That's
and
cool.
got him booked. So.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent. I'm in a salon, my dick on the lawn, cutting my hair, fucking
I
a
cannot
bear.
stop sneezing. This is garbage.
Do you think it's all allergies or a little corona?
I mean, it can't just be a little. You either have it or you don't, right?
I don't know. I heard
It's like
I heard you can
5% Corona.
I don't think it's Corona at all because I haven't been leaving. The only way I'd get it is if you brought it here.
Oh, you could have got it
And-
from Canada.
No, dude. I would have gotten really sick from it by now.
You've
but
been fighting for a while, right?
Dude. How long have you fucking known me? I have these allergies every spring. Like I can never fight it.
It's true. But Corona's around now. So I'm thinking
I've heard
maybe
some
it's-
people just sniffle and have a sore throat, then they're over it, or
I have
you
not
die.
had a sore throat.
Do you have like half a Corona?
Just a little bit.
I have drank half a Corona before.
Oh.
The tiny
You know-
6-ounce bottles. That's your amount of disease level right now.
You know, Corona makes
The cerveza virus.
Corona makes like seltzers now, flavored seltzers.
I never liked
Because White
Corona.
Claw's killing everybody in the alcohol game right now.
I had my first White Claw in New York City a couple weeks ago. I did 3 of them back to back to back and got pretty litty. I just like slammed them. It was nice.
They're pretty strong.
Nice little fuck up. I got a little fucked up.
So I think we'll go. Another 5 minutes or so. We'll round it off to a solid 3 hours. Do you want to bring the peeps in, or
Let's bring the people in.
All right, if you're qualified through Patreon or Subscribestar, jump into the waiting room in our Discord. Jump into the waiting room and we'll bring you in and we'll talk to you. I know there's going to be like 10 of you and you're all going to talk at the same time, but whatever. That's fun sometimes, right?
Hell yeah. It's the end of the show as we know it. And I feel fine.
I've had chronic allergies almost my entire life, and when I was a kid, I used to get a shot, one in each arm once a week. And I started getting these shots called Kenalog shots. It's a steroid shot. They shoot it into your butt cheek. And it used to cure my allergies for pretty much like a year after getting it. I got it last year, and it doesn't do shit. Like up here, whatever I'm allergic to here.
Yeah.
And it's almost year round because I've noticed there are winter bloom flowers here. They're like flowers that bloom in the winter, which is mind blowing.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, because the winter here is like mild. It rarely gets below freezing. If it does, it's only for a few days. It might snow like 1 or 2 days a year. But the rest of the time, it's like the winter, it's usually like 40 to 50 degrees and rainy every day. And then the summer, it gets like really dry and normally doesn't get higher than like mid 80s. I've never seen it 90 degrees since I've lived here. It's pretty uneventful weather.
So your guys are in the epicenter of Corona, and Billy visited the other epicenter of Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I went to Vancouver, Canada, which actually is better than being here in terms of Corona.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yep.
drinking White Claws
And I
in the
s-
face of a pandemic.
And I stayed at my friend's
sir.
house who was like very, very afraid that I was going to give him Corona.
Does he got it?
No.
Good.
I don't have it, motherfucker.
I was a little worried you might have it.
Dude, your roommate got like deathly ill twice in the last 2 months.
A daddy's soda is Red's blueberry ale mixed with a shot of peach schnapps. Grant's bitch-ass palate can't handle it. Whoa!
Oh, Grant's getting called out in the chat.
Whoa!
Disgusting.
Whoa! That doesn't sound like a daddy soda to me. But I'll
That's
drink
what he
one.
calls it.
I'll drink one, Zwick the editor. It doesn't sound bad.
What is
But
White
my
Claw?
daddy wouldn't drink that.
Good?
My daddy didn't drink. My daddy was an alcoholic, and he quit drinking before I was born. So my daddy's sodas were fucking Diet Cokes.
And then he moved on to crack.
Yeah, a little crack.
Yeah, to chase
Literally.
But that was
To
after
chase-
he-
It wasn't a joke.
That was after they wouldn't let him do a weed. Who just coughed? Who just coughed?
Yeah. So he had a job where he would get fired if he smoked weed because weed stays in your system for like a month after you do it. So his dad quit weed and started smoking crack instead.
Yeah.
His employer literally forced him off of weed and turned him to crack to keep his job.
Yeah.
Drug
It's a fair
testing.
trade-off.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
It's fucked. And Eber Gamer said, this tip is from our cat Pickles the Fridge. Victoria Cooper said, my dad had a brain fart moment and asked me if I'm done at work, even though all restaurants are on lockdown. Slain Hope gave us that $10 for toilet paper money. I'm a Fajot. I said your name.
Hey, Jameson Jackson. So we've got Onision in here, right?
What's up?
What?
Hey,
yeah.
hey, Onision, I'm big fan.
Yeah, James Jackson. Yeah, the YouTube psycho brat in Washington State.
I'm
James
here
Jackson
with
Onision.
Onision, psycho brat YouTuber.
Mine was better,
Shiloh
not
again.
executables. I don't know why you tried to just upstage me when I was already doing the
Wait,
Chris Hansen.
Psycho Brat?
Yeah, he calls it the YouTube psycho brat in Washington State, Onision James Jackson. He gives Onision this really long title every
Breaker
time.
of chains.
No.
Greasy Khaleesi.
It's the same every
Oh.
time. The YouTube psycho brat in Washington State, Onision James Jackson. Every time.
Sounds
That's
good
how
on a
he
headline. That's why.
I thought he was saying the YouTube cycle brat because of all the cycling that Onision does.
Does he cycle?
He does a lot of cycling. Yeah, he's a good-
cycle through
bicycling and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's got a cycler's body.
Ugh.
Wait, no, it's
I
a
thought it's because he
vegetarian body.
recycled girls.
Yeah, that's yeah.
The Gig Harbor Diddler, the cycle brat.
Dot Executables is always trying to upstage everyone.
No, Dot Executables is always doing impressions.
No, there was one time like out of nowhere he's like playing guitar and singing a song. I had to ban him from the voice chat.
Yeah, because I was in Voice with Everybody. We were talking about this song by Pepper Coyote.
But we
And it's,
weren't.
the song about.
You put the cute in Dot
oh.
Executables.
Aww.
What was I calling you the other day? X dot Acutables? Yeah, that's what I was calling you.
Acutables? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, I'll tell you guys something. There was a clip sent in of some people getting real violent in a crowd Walmart over some Mountain Dew today, and we didn't get to watch it. Oh yeah. I wanted to talk.
Did you send that to me?
Yeah, I sent it to you in Discord. I saw the Hugh Hefner thing come up, the Playboy thing, and not that. So I was like, it must have been deemed inappropriate for
No,
the show.
it's just we don't have enough time to get to everything, and I forgot that was.
I just
there.
I felt like that was a moment, that needs to be talked about.
It seems like a Boogie 2988 video.
Makes me
It's not-
makes me side with the virus.
It makes me side with the virus. We are the
Siding with the
virus.
virus is fun though.
The humans are
right?
the virus.
Let's see.
The video though.
Onision James Jackson.
Onision James Jackson. The Greyhawk, the Gig Harbor Diddler.
I'm sorry. I keep hearing James Jackson thing, and I keep thinking you're talking to me.
Yeah, sorry, Jameson. I blame the mainstream media.
Oh shit.
someone
Okay.
I worked
So
at
they're trying to
know.
buy the entire stock of Mountain
Yeah,
Dew.
you can
Oh, they're at a
unmute them.
Kroger. Shit, I
You
haven't
can
been to one of those in
you can
forever.
unmute the video, right?
Yeah, dude. I know.
Cool.
I know how it works.
Then you might want to unmute it.
It is unmuted.
Is it? Oh, there.
No, it was muted through Google. Oh,
Oh.
shit. You know what? You're so distracting.
It's got to be my fault. Yeah.
Over some Mountain Dew.
I can
Over some Mountain Dew.
I'm telling you, you're such a liar. You just told me just now that I can go outside and come back in and get the drink.
She have the Skrillex
That's what you
haircut?
just said. But that's what you just told me.
Come on, this ain't even worth it.
She just
Baby, this ain't even worth it.
You are so rude.
Baby, it's 562 cans of Mountain Dew. It ain't even worth it.
I only say you have a job.
Wait a minute, because I didn't pay for all this. Wait a minute.
Bubba.
Maybe Corona was right.
This guy's hair.
These guys look like marshmallows with hair.
Oh no, you need to go.
She's just throwing it. What a bitch.
You don't even need to.
You just said, you know, go ahead and what necessary. You lied.
Something blubs
Folks losing their minds up here for some Mountain Dew.
Is he supposed to be like a sumo wrestler or something?
Yeah. You know what? Kroger's just helping them keep their last few teeth that they have left.
There is going to be a lot more video like this coming out in the next month or two. Right now, we're looking at these people who look like a pro wrestling tag team argue over throwing Mountain Dew in the cart or out of the cart. They obviously value that in their times of comfort, and these people working obviously have rules they have to adhere to, and they shouldn't be disrespected. It's going to get worse, and what we're going to have to do as a people is try and get better. We're going to have to try and not let this stuff affect us personally. We can laugh at it. That's fine. We should laugh at it, but we should also use it as a tool to collect ourselves in moments where we feel like we want to throw the fucking Mountain Dew on the counter, because somebody's going to have to deal with that. Somebody is going to work. Somebody that's got to come in every day, that's worried about the future of their job, and they're here to keep things moving. And we have to try and do our best to bite our fucking tongue when it's time to throw the Mountain Dew, because we're going to get to a moment, most likely, where one of us is going to want to throw that fucking Mountain Dew. And we're going to feel justified in doing it because the world is going to push us quite a bit. We have to try not to. We have to try not to.
Amen.
One of us will end up throwing the Mountain Dew. We will. But we got to try not to.
Oh, man.
Shannon,
I saw a video of somebody fucking up a wrestling move trying to get away from cops and fucks himself up all the way down to the bottom floor of a mall.
What? You didn't send into content?
I just found, I don't know, somebody just sent it to me randomly.
Oh, I want that. I want to see that.
It's bad. I just put it in your DM on the Twitter.
Oh, it sounds amazing.
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 Ooh, God.
Amazing.
It cringes me.
Brother! We gotta find a way to stand up. To stand up.
Come go with your mom.
Suffer and die.
Suffer and die.
You
Dude, that was
go
one of the-
suffer and die.
I laughed so hard when that happened.
Yeah.
That was pretty great.
Billy was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Yep. Beta.
Beta.
Beta, baby.
Beta.
So, we're about to wrap it up. Do you guys
Alright.
want to? Do you guys want to plug any of your stuff or anything like that?
Last moment plugs.
Oh yeah, you sent me that thing too.
Yeah, if you want to, it's from a Twitter account called WrestleLamia.
Yeah, WrestleLamia. I watch. Oh, these are the same. Oh shit! Holy shit! Oh,
it sucks. But
my God. What the fuck?
this is one way to get away
I'm
from
going to download
cops.
it really quick and play it.
We're gonna have to see this. Evading the cops using kayfabe.
Something.
Break kayfabe. Break the law.
Holy shit.
Oh
my
it's
God.
like looping on my screen. I gotta.
It's so painful to watch. I'll have it in just a second here.
Well, as he downloads it, I'll just say nfhcpodcast.com. That's where you get all of not for human consumption stuff.
Yeah.
Are these the same guys that are doing the wrestling in Walmart and shit?
I don't know.
It might be.
Because we watched their video earlier in the arcade where the guy like got his back slammed on the corner of the air hockey table. But this is I don't know how how this guy is still walking. All right, here it is. I'm gonna play it. You ready? Here it is. Oh, dude, there's blood on the ground there too.
Why would he do that?
Why the fuck did he do that?
I like how the guy went to go help him and like started to take his jacket off. I was like, no, this is a jacket job.
Yep.
Hey guys, watch this.
Well,
This
he
is
might
funny.
be cold.
Yeah, that's nuts.
He like killed himself and like what was he trying
I
to
don't think
do?
he killed himself. I think he fucked himself up.
Yeah,
okay, but
short of
he,
fall, but
how was that the right option there?
I mean,
what was he trying to do?
If you're trying to kill yourself, that's a bad way to do it.
Yeah, no,
Hold
totally.
on,
Yeah.
slow motion.
He's like, he's gonna jump.
Okay.
All in together now.
This is horrible form here. He's like he slides over head first.
Maybe he was trying to do.
Oh God!
He definitely didn't die there. He definitely
I
didn't.
don't. Oh,
die.
I see what happened here. I see what happened here.
Slow mo
I
was the
see what
best for
happened.
that woman's reaction.
Yeah.
I don't think he planned for that fucking sharp corner to be there.
I think he hit his face on the wall after he did the
Yeah, he smacked his face on the
rollover.
balcony.
I think
I'm not dealing with this COVID shit. I'm done.
maybe he was trying to end Hero, and he was trying to go for like a full leap over, then head spike down straight first into the ground. But he kind of had a fat moment and got his gut caught on the lip, and that made him ragdoll
Yeah,
flip
fat
and then
moment.
ping pong bounce.
I think that bounce saved his ass. If he's still
Totally, yeah.
alive.
No, he's
Dr.
definitely still alive.
Segmento
Okay.
bit onto the railing.
I'm like 90% sure. All the hits he took were like maybe there's some permanent never walk again damage. That's possible, very possible.
If he landed head first.
It's well, no, he didn't land head first.
He landed like on his leg.
I think he hit his face on the wall before he even hit the first ledge, though.
Well, yeah, that would have jostled him, but it was a crazy series of connections. I don't think any one of those, like his body didn't go limp off the first neck hit, and that was the closest thing to a neck hit.
Oh, fuck, dude!
This
And he
lady's
landed
surprised.
on the floor, sort of like sideways. Like he didn't seem to hit his like head on the floor. I don't.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
You know, you've just seen some crazy shit when you start to give invisible head. You're like,
You ever seen that video of that cat trying to jump over that gate?
yeah.
And then it just like goes straight fucking down.
No.
That's kind of like what it was like.
Like you've all given invisible head before. You've all given invisible head before. You know you have. There's some crazy shit that happened. You're like,
Coughing? Oh yeah, or like you're coughing?
Yeah.
You gave invisible head to the invisible man.
Yeah, that's when the invisible man comes and sneaks one in your mouth.
I saw that movie.
Yeah, that's
Invisible
why it was a
Man.
horror
The new
movie
one?
because you never knew when it was going to
Is it
happen.
pretty good?
See, that's what happens when I hang out with Adam. I watch a whole fuck ton of movies.
Yeah. Was it good?
It was above average.
That's good.
Like for me, like
Yeah.
It's kind of what I thought it would be. I like that. I can't remember her name right now, but the lead actress in that, she was on Mad Men.
Yeah.
She's good.
Elizabeth Moss? Or
I don't remember her name, but she's
I think
good.
it's Elizabeth Moss.
Have you guys seen The Lighthouse yet?
No.
Yeah,
I haven't even seen the last Star Wars movie. I do not go out and watch movies.
I saw Lighthouse.
Lighthouse is an indie movie that's really, really good.
Yeah, Adam from Your
haven't
Movie
seen it
Sucks, when
yet.
he was on, he was touting how great Lighthouse was because he had saw it at the film festival.
Oh, yeah.
I went to a furry convention with Adam too. Never been to a furry convention. It was fun.
What, Me Furry?
Huh?
What, Me Furry?
Mad. I get it.
Mad Magazine and What Me
What Me
Furry?
Furry, yeah.
But I was doing a What Me Furry. And then it would be Alfred E. Newman in a fursuit would be the... If my imagination was in everybody else's imagination...
Bombed.
It would be cool. I think the first time I ever... I think Scott, who was on an episode before we left for that weekend, I'm pretty sure when he met Adam was at a fur convention in Seattle, and I'm pretty sure I went down with them.
Oh yeah,
that time,
and they were both Canadian, and they didn't know each other.
Yeah, I think they met there. I'm pretty sure. I'm not exactly sure, but I know I went down
That's
to
the
one
gay
with
Billy
Scott.
right there.
What do you mean gay? It's a fur convention.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Wait, you just said you went down with two men.
Oh, okay, that counts. That counts. But I didn't give invisible head.
You know what they did at this furry convention? Waffle
You gave him
donuts.
his hand.
Really?
Waffle donut.
Did they take a donut and put it in a waffle machine or what?
Yeah, they took Krispy Kreme donuts and cooked them in a waffle iron and had like a station with all the toppings that you would normally find on a Belgian
smart.
waffle. Oh my god, it was so good. I
You
didn't
know-
know what waffle donuts was. Like I didn't know what to expect.
Do you know
that
Dick's,
was super good.
Do you know Dick's cheeseburgers can be heated up really well in a waffle iron?
No.
If you get Dick's cheeseburgers and you put them in the fridge cold, then cook them up in a waffle iron, they cook up really good, a
Interesting.
waffle style. For those of you that
Never
don't know
heard of
Seattle,
Dick's Burgers.
Yeah, Seattle's got Dick's cheeseburgers.
Yeah, it's a local thing here.
I might go buy.
They don't
a
even
waffle-
have one on my side of town.
I might go buy a waffle iron tonight just to put a Dick's cheeseburger in because I'm thinking about going on my diet again very soon. And I have to
Oh,
get
you
it
go
all
on
out.
Then we gotta go
I have
to
get it all out,
dude. Then we gotta go to the same place we went last time when you started your diet. That shit's good.
I'm still technically on diet. I'm just not keto. I'm just being a.
I mean, everyone's technically on some kind of diet.
But I
right?
was on a trajectory to 700 pounds, and now I'm on a trajectory to just maintain my 360 degrees.
Okay.
I'm maintaining right now. And I'm thinking I have to, because I know like when I go back into it, I'm gonna have to cut like another 100, get down to 260 and look slick, and then get my skin removed. Have my
we
fucking-
didn't say where we went.
We went to Fogo de Chao.
Fogo de Chao.
Oh, that place is awesome.
Yeah, on New Year's, right? Or like the day before or something. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah.
260 is pretty heavy for someone who's 5'4".
Spec's always trying to get something in on you.
I know.
Always. Yeah, if you pull up Billy's IMDb, it says he's like a transgender actor that's 5'4" and 45 years old. Something like that.
Billy, why do you
game.
hold this secret from us?
I'm the most honest, giving human being in the world.
Most honest.
And all you do is take me for granted.
Granite? I caught that.
Take it
He's
for
stone.
granted.
You take him for stone, commonly used for countertops. All right, we're going to end this show. Thanks for being on, you guys. You're welcome back.
Hey, thank you.
Anytime.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good night, niggas.
Oh, my God, Spec. You're terrible.
You gotta stay.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken peasants from the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your drunken peasants. Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants. Drunken peasants.